Welcome back to Those Other Guys. Thank you guys for tuning in last week. Last episode is our leading episode now.
Yeah.
It's got the most views, the
I
most
figured that would
interactions. Yeah. Kind of assumed it was going to happen, but we are here today. I think this is kind of what we're going to do. We're going to have a guest, and then we're going to chill.
I mean, we don't like
I don't know.
pressure.
Next 2 weeks, we have people lined up.
Right.
so.
I was about to say there's no need in putting pressure on making sure we have somebody.
No.
It's totally fine. It's whatever.
What did you do today?
Today I just worked. I got the wedding rehearsal tomorrow and then the wedding Saturday.
Where's the wedding?
The inn at St. John.
Oh, yeah. It's nice.
Yeah.
Dearborn, right?
No. That's
That's not Dear. That's the No.
No.
Hang
Fuck,
on,
it's
I know
like
what it's
Plymouth.
called. I know what
Plymouth,
it's called.
I believe. It's right by Carl's Golf.
There's a
Lane.
really nice one in Dearborn too.
Yeah, the Dearborn Inn.
Is that what it's called?
I believe so.
Okay.
Yeah. That used to
The
be
Inn
a-
of St. John's is nice.
Yeah, hell
Are they
yeah.
doing their ceremony there too?
I believe so.
Because they have a nice
yeah.
like chapel.
And I think they're doing a round of golf tomorrow morning. I'm pissed. I can't fucking go because my thumbs, dude. Oh, there's no fucking way I can. But what was I about to say? Oh, Oakwood right there, the street that the Dearborn Inn is on, used to be Henry Ford's runway. There used to be an airport right there. Yeah, right by Oakwood Hospital, or it's now Beaumont Oakwood. But right there, Oakwood is like a mile and a half, 2 miles straight away. And it used to be a runway.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, dope as fuck. Talk about baller in the 1900s, like
Yeah. Your own airstrip.
1903 or whenever it was fucking invented, because they weren't flying then. But yeah, whenever they started flying, he's like, fly right into my backyard. But yeah, that whole, like, all of Dearborn used to be Henry Ford's.
I watched one thing on a History Channel one time that was talking about Henry Ford, like, and how cutthroat the automotive business was when it first started. Like, Henry Ford was the man.
Oh yeah.
Like, he was like the godfather of the mob. Like, he was like a mobster almost, to the point like where people just knew
He was
like,
a Nazi.
What?
Yeah, he had a picture of Hitler on his desk, and Hitler had a picture of him on his.
What?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
we have to talk about this.
I don't know, like, too much more, but yeah.
Where did
he
you
was,
hear that?
Fuck, dude. That's like, I don't know. It's probably urban legend, but yeah, I've heard that 1,000 times.
When was he? Like, when did? Ford had to be around during
yeah.
World War II.
Oh, yeah.
So I wonder who
40s
he
and
made
stuff.
parts for secretly.
Both. I mean, we made parts for both until we entered the war. So, like, that's the thing is, like, I think that's what he was kind of supporting when it wasn't America in the war. Japan fucked up. Japan got us in the war.
Yeah.
Talk to Easy about that. Easy laughs. He's like, as soon as they Pearl Harbor, he's like, that was it. It was a wrap after that. We were going full bore. Everything we got. So that's where.
What was the purpose of Pearl Harbor? What was the mission behind
I
it?
don't remember exactly.
Just
but I think
to
it was
fuck
like-
us up?
I think so. I think Japan jumped the gun because they anticipated us getting in or something.
And that was like our biggest naval base, or one of our
Something like
bigger
that.
bases
Yeah.
at the time.
Yeah. And
Airfield. It was an airfield, right?
they
They had their
attacked
ships there.
land.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they still have the ships there that are sunk.
Yeah, we saw them
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
You went out there?
in Honolulu.
Oh, that's dope. I've never seen it. That'd
Yeah.
be sick.
It's pretty gnarly.
Dude, for sure.
It's just like a piece of history.
like one of the craziest pieces of history, at least American history.
All right, top 5 places you want to travel to.
Top 5. Iceland or Greenland.
Okay.
Kind of both of those be top of the list. Thailand, Africa, especially after hearing G's story.
Like
I wanna-
mid, south, north, east,
I would
west.
see that's what's hard because like Africa's so fucking big, but I want to like it has so much. Egypt's in Africa.
Yeah.
You know, South Africa. I want to see the Sahara. I want to see all that shit. Like Africa's crazy. And then I don't know, man.
Do you like big cities? You're not a big.
I
feel like you're not a
have-
big city guy.
Dude, it's a lot for me. It's like overwhelming. You know, I get like
No, not like common cities. Like fuck New York. I mean
Okay.
like Munich. or Barcelona or
Yeah,
Barcelona.
I was supposed to be.
Oh my God, you're supposed to be in
Yeah,
Barcelona.
I'm supposed to be in Barcelona.
Our
but the
friends
wedding-
at The Armed are
Yeah.
performing today. No,
my
tomorrow.
bandmates.
Yeah, your bandmates.
yeah.
My nutrition client.
Yes. And I couldn't go because of this wedding.
That's right.
Yeah.
That is right.
But it's literally like, this is the only wedding that would keep me from going to Spain to perform. Right? It's the
your
only
old roommate's wedding.
Yes,
Yeah.
my fucking brother. You know what I mean? So it was like him or Dylan. I wouldn't even stay for Easy's wedding because Easy would get it. I'd be like, Easy, I can't make it. He'd be like, yeah, I mean, yeah. Easy would get it. But no, man, like I want to travel, especially after traveling by myself. I want to travel a lot more for sure. I would love to see Mexico City.
Yeah?
Yeah, 'cause
That'd be pretty
it's
cool.
a big fucking city. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it's one of the biggest.
That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
I think
What about you?
I'd have to say, like, I really want to see the Vatican.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, that would be definitely.
I really want to see the Vatican. I really want to go to the Middle East.
Yeah, Jordan too.
Like, either...
Petra, is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Either,
want to see
like,
that shit.
somewhere, maybe, like, Lebanon now probably is a harder place to go to. But, like, Beirut would have been cool to see. Tel Aviv and Israel. Israel. Dubai. Anywhere in the Middle East I'd like to go.
It's so old over there.
Yeah.
That's like the beginning of time. The beginning of written, right? I mean,
I want to go to Tokyo.
Ooh, that'd be dope.
My brother-in-law's lived there. So I would love to go there with him.
Yeah, that would
Kind
be
of see
sick.
like the...
to have somebody
the-
that knows the ins and
Yeah,
outs.
like I lived here, kind of. Not you're not a tourist. I'm gonna show you how we lived here,
Right,
kind
right.
of thing.
How long did he live there?
He'd go on a visa, 6-month visa at a time.
Okay. Have you ever lived like out of
Me?
state or
Nope.
anything? No, me neither.
My square mile.
Oh, really?
growing up.
Yeah, I mean, I moved to like East Lansing, but that was it.
No, I've always been in Waterford, West Bloomfield, or Bloomfield Hills.
Gotcha.
Where else would I want to? Yes. Where else would I want to go? I don't know.
Traveling's
I
so
feel like there's
sick.
nothing in the States that I'm just like, oh, I have to go. I don't think there's anything here that I'm like that about.
No, for me it was California, and then when I went to California, I was so disappointed.
I've never been, and I don't plan on going.
Yeah, you wouldn't do good there. You wouldn't like it. It's so fucking soft. Like we're at the rent-a-car place, and like behind every teller, if you will, we're standing at the counter. I look over this shoulder, I look over that shoulder. It says cars may cause cancer.
Oh yeah, because
Everything.
Yeah. They have like a
Everything.
strict law on that.
Yeah. Well, just like on the warnings, because
Yeah.
like, apparently you can sue for fucking anything there. But apparently they're also not arresting anybody that steals anything under $1,000 right now. So like that's why a lot of like rich people left. Cause like you're telling me $1,000 of my hard-earned shit, or
You're
my
telling me $500?
dog a dollar, right? But like a lot of people that had the means of leaving got the
Left.
fuck out.
Yeah.
That's what I mean by like rich people leaving. Obviously, nobody wants their shit stolen, but like if they had the means, see ya, got somewhere else. Most likely Texas, which is hilarious.
Texas has gotten a huge influx of California people.
Yeah, I imagine all people. Texas is booming.
Yeah.
So if weed starts going legal there, I'll consider it in a heartbeat. In
Really?
a heartbeat to get ahead of that curve, because it's Texas, bro. As soon as it goes, they're not going to regulate it like everywhere else. Like Oklahoma right now is the fucking wild west of cannabis. Like I
Like
know
us a couple years ago.
worse. I know people that are importing it or exporting it from Detroit to Oklahoma, and it's landing in like Oklahoma dispensaries and being sold easy. People going in, opening up dispensaries, and then selling the dispensary because like I got the license and everything's all set up. Here you go. See you
Yeah.
later. Making a quick flip and leaving. You should look into it.
Got my wheels turning.
Yeah, right. I don't know though, like if they've cracked down on it, because that was like a year ago, and normally it like happens in like flash spans. You get like a year or two window to just make as much fucking money as possible, and then see ya, you know, because then they start cracking down, and you know what it is.
I feel like that was us a couple years ago.
Right, 100%.
Yeah.
You know what it is the wrong person or the right person isn't getting paid yet,
Yeah.
and then once
The
they
right
get paid,
person is not getting paid.
I mean, yeah, depending on how you look at it, right?
Yeah.
That's what, because if if you're making your money, then the wrong person is about to get paid.
I don't think people realize how many people are on payroll.
Right. Oh God, no.
Yeah.
No. And it doesn't even have to be a legitimate
No.
pay.
I know some people that like it's more of a turn your head and
Absolutely.
let this envelope end up in your mailbox.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Bro. Like,
People don't get it.
no, it's crazy. But
They crack down on Kwame, but there's a lot more of them.
right, dude. That's because that one made the news.
Yeah.
That's because that one, oh shit, people are actually getting publicly outed. We got to go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I mean, somebody recorded, I forget where it was. It was either Inkster or Woodhaven. I shouldn't even say because I don't remember, but somebody recorded a meeting they were having with like a city council member. And they were like, yeah, just give me like a phantom 1 to 2% of your business and I'll sign yes. And they like recorded them and they got in trouble for it, obviously.
Dude, imagine how much that happens.
Oh, yeah, exactly. How many people are going, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
And don't record it and don't realize they
Yeah,
got
yeah.
something there. See you later, right? I mean, I don't think people realize how much money is in the weed game, like for real. You know what I mean? Like you hear
Probably
shit,
a
you
billion
see
dollar
shit,
business right now.
easily the black market. You know what I'm saying? Because like, think about tax free, all cash
What is it?
business.
30% tax here?
16%.
Oh, why did I
Yeah.
think 30?
I mean, it seems like it when it's like you're
So
paying.
a dispo gets
like,
taxed 16%.
if I put something at $100 for you, it's $116.60 out the door. So it's like 16 something.
Okay, yeah,
percent,
it's like 16%. It's like
Yeah, yeah.
16.6%.
Yeah, because if it's $1, it's like $1.16 or something. Like
Okay, so it's a 16.6% tax
Yeah,
on
which is
top of sales
crazy.
tax.
Yes.
So total
think-
tax is like 2%, 22%.
I want to say yeah.
Yeah,
around
damn.
there. Yeah. But I mean,
But Uncle Sam's always gonna get
that's the
his,
thing
bro.
is somebody's getting paid, and then the hoops that they have to fucking go through. You know, like the grower has to pay on shit. The system you buy into.
Like a
to
processing
pay.
system?
Yeah. And then you have to send everything to Metric so they can test
And
it.
they test it,
And then
and then people bid on that.
yes. And then if it's your own though, you can get it still.
Oh,
Because like that's where I work.
that's
They do
like
all
a
their
vertical
own.
integration.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And then you have to have a third
Like
party
for
test
people
it,
who don't
so-
know what vertical integration is, that's when like a big cannabis company has a grow, has a processing, and then has a dispensary to sell it.
Yep,
They get
you
third party
permits
tested.
for each.
Yeah.
Yep. And then I could sign you up for the third party test. Me and you could go in on a third party.
Yeah.
Bro, we are talking about literal
But that's
criminals.
That's how a lot of weed gets through to dispo shelves that shouldn't be on a dispo shelf.
100%, dude. And you got to think, and a lot of people don't even realize this because they don't like saying it like this, and I don't like saying it like this, but I'm a realist. It is what it is. We're talking about legitimate people that were criminals 10 years ago, right? That's how they have this money right now because they got into it when it was illegal.
Oh yeah,
You know what I mean? That makes them a criminal.
Yeah.
I know they're not criminals, right? They're growing a fucking plant. I'm going to be the first one to say you're the criminal for throwing somebody growing a plant in a cage, right? So don't give me that shit. But we're talking about street criminals.
No, you're talking
know.
about just illegal activity.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Street pharmaceutical representatives. You know what I mean? They're making money. They're making money. And we're talking about shit just getting spent like crazy. Only very few strategized for what's happening now. The price of a pound on the street used to be 22 to 26 all day, all the way up, however many you got. You know what I mean? So you're talking 50 pounds at 22. You're talking over $100,000, right? In a deal. And then cash. Yeah. No credit, no front, straight cash on delivery. And then it is now around 800 to 1,000 a pound.
Dude. Okay,
So we're
I'll
talking-
stop you right there. It's probably even lower.
I know, but we're talking, if I could get a
I'd
pound
say
right
the
now.
average right now is probably like 700.
And you're talking probably about, because we both know who we're talking about. We're talking about a lot of weight,
Yeah.
right? But if I get a pound, I could probably flip it for 1,000.
Yeah.
But you're talking about
When you're talking 10 pack,
1,600,
20 pack, yeah.
1,600 gone from profit. essentially, because after your first grow, it's profitable.
Yeah.
If you know how to do it right and you can get rid of it. But we know people that couldn't get rid of it
Yeah.
and had
Now
to
they're
keep
stuck.
growing, stuck with pounds of it.
Yeah.
And that's what happens, right? You get a bunch of people that were criminals, not financially savvy people, and now they have all this shit and they're not making money on it.
Well,
I know
it's
people
an
that
issue with supply.
exact. Well,
No, it's like too high of a supply,
yes,
too little
yes,
of a demand.
Yes.
Not too
Well,
little of a demand, but too little of accessibility to sell.
Yeah, I would say that because the demand is there, but like people are going now to dispensaries. They're not going to the homie on the corner anymore because the homie on the corner doesn't have loyalty points, isn't going to get you buy 3/8 for get your fourth free. You know what I mean? Like, but at the dispo, they'll bundle all this shit for a $200 ounce something, and then over here because you spent $200, we're giving you a free item. You know what I mean? Like. Nobody I know is doing that, and like nor should they. But unfortunately, that's what's driven the price down, and also the panic. Right here, I am living this lifestyle where every week I'm getting this influx of money.
Yeah.
Cut it in half immediately because it's worth less than
Cut
half.
it in half and keep costs the same.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or rising.
Yeah.
Because if you
costs
don't
probably
think-
even went up.
Dude, nutrients and shit, they all come from
Like
Sri Lanka.
cost of production.
Yes, it all comes from Sri Lanka. Like all the cocoa, all comes from India, and then most of the nutrients come from fucking Holland. And so they're on
Importing-
shipping containers,
yeah,
and they got
importing went
stuck.
up.
Dude, it was crazy. That's why I got laid off.
Yeah.
because they just started cutting off limbs, and because I was out for 2 months, that's why they cut me. They were like, "You've worked the least amount in the past 90 days," and
No shit.
I tried to fuck with them, of course, and I was like, "Oh, you mean during the time that I had cancer?"
And lost the lung.
Yeah, and the guy was like, you could just see his fucking face, and I was like, yeah, bitch, like fuck you. But like also I get it, you know, it is what it is. It's no hard feelings. The dude was just doing his job,
Yeah.
and I bounced back right away. I got a job immediately.
Yeah, you got a job like not even within a week.
yeah. I chilled for a little bit, but then I went back to work. when
But
I
no,
found
you
out.
had you didn't start.
No, right,
You
right,
had
right.
a
I
job
had the
lined
job
up.
easily.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's a very interesting thing.
But that's why I want out. Well, I want out for a couple reasons, right? But I want to get out because it's just so finicky. And now you got a bunch of people that don't understand the patience that comes with selling and growing a plant.
No, because you
And
have a
they
lot of people that are in it just for money.
Money, bro. Because they see the return is fucking nuts.
The return is insane.
And then, but then you get
this is some of the fastest money you'll ever see.
ever.
Ever.
And it's just a plant. You can go to sleep at night. You know
You
what
don't
I mean?
even got to talk to somebody, bro.
No, you ain't getting nobody hooked to ruin their life.
No, they ain't killing
I
nobody.
I know ex heroin dealers that slept good at night. You know what I mean? But like I
That's
would have
fucked
never been able to.
I know a homie
know?
that that's his one thing. I'll never sell something that could kill somebody.
Good. I mean, good on him. Like that's
Yeah.
the crazy thing, right? Because like I see people with car stickers. I mean, in Michigan, it's such a bad fucking thing. It's like shoot your heroin dealer. Shoot your
What?
Yeah, have you ever seen that sticker?
No.
Shoot your local heroin dealer. Yeah, I've seen that sticker 1,000 times. It's very prevalent downriver because a lot of people are dropping downriver. I just had a buddy that died, right?
Yeah, that's right.
They just laid him to rest yesterday and fucked up because I missed it, and I didn't know because I haven't been close to anybody around him or anything. But
That's
like,
not your fault.
no, yeah, but he was one of the homies. He was like always the biggest clown, just laughing, roasting people, right? But he always looked out for me, which was dope, and I always remember that. But he knew Easy from like school and shit. But
He was in high school with Easy?
for like a year or two, he was like a year or two older than us.
So he went to
and,
CC?
Yeah, and then he went to Dearborn for a little
Okay.
bit. In no way do I want any sympathy for this. You know what I'm saying? But like, it's crazy to me because it's literally the 16th person, if
That
not
you know,
more,
right.
that I know that has died from an overdose of heroin. It's crazy.
Yeah, that gave me chills. I only
Crazy.
know two. I know two people.
And like, it's
Only one of them was close to
Yeah.
me.
2 years ago, I lost somebody that I hung out with almost every day. You know?
I remember that.
Yeah.
Yep.
It was crazy. And like, that's one thing, you know, like that, like, I don't want to say like keeps me up, but like something that I think about, right? Like I've been into the thought of free will lately. Like, what is free will, right? Like, do we really have the choice to say yes or no? And like, is that choice already predetermined in some way, shape, or form, right? Like the path that you've walked is already predetermined your answer, right? And I say that because I've been around a lot of people that have lost that battle between yes and no, right? Because how many yeses and nos separates me from them, right? What did I say no to?
See, I think you nailed it right on the head. The path that you are setting up is what's predetermining your answer.
Exactly, right?
Because it's a constant yes. It makes it very hard to say no.
Right.
That, or the constant no, that makes it really hard to say yes. I think that's one of the things that really, I don't want to say free will is not a real thing, but I feel that same way when it comes to we're in our late 20s, early 30s. We have, I don't know, what you'll say 10 years of free will stuff since you were 18. That's a lot of fucking yeses and nos to accumulate over time, to where you might have just been favoring one path and keep saying yes to it, that now when it comes time for you to actually say no, do you really have free will? Probably not. You're probably just pre-wired to just say yes because you've been saying yes for the past 6 years.
Right.
I think that's it. And that, I think, also you can relate to people who claim people are lucky.
Right.
Like, you are an accumulation of decisions you've made up to this point. You are where you are. You're sitting where you're sitting because of an accumulations of decisions over a period of time.
Absolutely.
And that goes with free will, because those decisions could have been really good ones or really bad ones. And that has nothing to do with luck.
No, not at all. And like, luck is like being born in the United States. That was fucking lucky.
That's lucky.
Yeah. But like that, that's why I want to go into some sort of psychology, some sort of like therapy.
You would make the best.
Because I understand, you know what I'm saying? Like, I get it. I don't like that people don't think the world is against them. You know what I mean? The world is against you at every fucking turn you take, dude. It's when you finally like accept that, can you kind of mold with it?
Yeah.
Right? Nobody wants you to be successful. Nobody wants you to do this, that, or the other. Nobody's going to just give it to you, right? You have to earn it. You have to earn respect. You have to earn your way every fucking way, right? So like, the people that don't, because there are people that don't really have to do it the same, right? They might have a leg up somewhere along the line. They don't see that, and that's like what fucking makes me so mad. It's like, you don't even understand how fucking lucky or blessed you are to the point where you can have that opinion like that, And I've lived a very lucky, cushy life, and I finally understand a lot of things, and I feel like I could help somebody talking to them about that. Like, tell them like, yo, you have to understand the world is against you, but it's not your fucking fault that the world's against you. You know?
See, people, I think, try to throw it into like, I'm the reason why.
Right.
I caused it. But in reality, you didn't.
No.
But that's why you are going back to school, right?
Yeah, for sure. I got accepted back to school, so I'm just waiting for classes to start and everything.
You gonna start in the fall?
Well, yeah, I'm waiting for class selection, which I honestly think is like a week or two from now. So
it's probably soon.
Yeah,
for the fall,
for sure.
So
I'm excited.
Psychology.
Psychology, yeah. And I'm not.
You're not trying to do the med school route.
No, I don't think so.
You want to be a psychologist, right?
No, therapist. I always
get these
psychologist is the doctor.
No, I thought a psychiatrist is a doctor.
Oh, maybe. Yes, you're right.
Psychiatrist is a doctor. You could be a psychologist / therapist.
Correct.
Without a medical degree.
I forget those two as well. So so I have no idea what I'm doing. Yeah, dude, I'm so nervous. I haven't been to school in 12 years, 10 years.
It's all right.
I know, but it is and it isn't, dude. I was horrible at school.
Yeah, but now you have a purpose behind it.
Now I have a purpose.
Way fucking different.
And I know how I learn. I'm a very audible learner. I have to be told something.
Yeah.
So like whenever I was fucking off in class, and then going home and trying to teach myself. That's why I was dumb.
You need to be the guy that has to go to every lecture.
Yes.
Or listen to every.
And
See, I was the opposite.
Yeah.
I would show up the day of, first day of, get my syllabus, and not go back only for exams.
See, I wish I could do that. And I think I always thought that was just the only way. So I always felt dumb when I couldn't do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and then Dina made me go to class every class during my master's.
Was she in that class with you?
No. She said to me, "You're paying for this. Go to every single class." And I was like, fuck.
She's a smart woman.
I was like, damn, I have to go.
Yeah,
but I'll be honest, it helped.
Yeah, of course.
I knew the stuff way faster than I did just reading about myself.
Yeah, I bet. I remember my last semester is when I figured it out and I got a 4.0. Yeah, I know. I didn't study for a single test.
Yeah.
Because I just knew all the information from listening in class.
Back to people who were addicted to heroin. Were some of them previous injury pain people?
Yes.
Like they got hurt or
Yes.
they had a surgery and got addicted to Vicodin and Oxycontin?
Yep. And then
have you ever watched that show? The one
no, I haven't. I have to.
Dude, you have to start. I'll give you my Hulu account.
I already got it, but the thing is, like, I'm scared, bro. I don't even want to watch
there's
it.
episodes that'll legit make you cry.
100%.
But
100%.
it's insane how accurate the show actually was. Like after I watched it, I
looked
into
was
it.
it the Purdue family or something?
Yeah, the Purdue Pharma is the company who created OxyContin, and it was crazy, like how it was pushed and how deliberately misinformed they made their salespeople to pitch to doctors, and doctors all were under the notion of what's it called? That it was not addictive.
Oh no way.
That was the initial pitch. This is a non-addictive painkiller.
Wow.
A non-addictive narcotic.
Right.
The first of its kind. And then they got obviously everyone fucking learned that it was addictive. And then the FDA finally intervened and put a black box warning on it saying this can cause addiction, which like was going to hurt sales or something. So then they turned around and taught their salespeople to pitch that it only causes addiction at certain milligrams. Dude, it's a wild show. Like, but it's a wild.
That's crazy.
And like, okay, paying the right people. I don't know how accurate the show's depiction of this was, but I don't know if it was fictional. Right. But in the show, which I could see happening in real life, someone in the FDA who determines if they get the label that says like it's not addictive ended up working at Purdue Pharma after.
Of course, dude.
And it was kind of like and this shit was crazy, which I found out was true. The graphs they used to show like the time release of the drug and like everything like that, they fucked with the X and Y axis, so it made it look like a perfect curve.
Oh no.
And
it was really like a spike.
It was really like a bunch of spikes like this. No. It was pretty crazy. It's a really good show. I highly recommend it.
Dude, I have to check that out.
I forgot what it was called.
Oh, god damn it. There's so many now. I'm thinking of like Prescription Thugs. I'm thinking of like different movie titles.
No, I forgot what it was called, but man, it's a phenomenal show. I got
Sal's
to look it up.
Screaming at his computer right now.
Yeah, I have to look it up.
Sal's screaming at his computer. But yeah, I mean, one guy in particular that lost that was actually very close. He's actually the reason why my buddies call me Griswold. Like they gave me that nickname. It was at a hockey camp. Him and his brother led the hockey camp, but there was like a fall from grace, and that really led to it. You know what I mean? He was a very prominent hockey player, and could no longer play hockey.
Oh,
so you took his identity away from him. You know, and he was already kind of like in a bad spot in the sense that he was, going other places. He couldn't play in America. He wasn't making those teams anymore. So now he's going to lesser leagues, and now he can't even play in that. So you just see this like steady decline, and it kind of makes sense. You know? And it's so sad because like a lot of this shit now we're learning that we're doing it the wrong way. You know, this pick yourself up, just saying no shit is like so fucking silly. Cause like
Dare?
Like Dare, but just in the sense of like the hard, you know,
just say no.
Hard knocks. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you know, our approach right now currently is not like a forgiving approach. It's not, you know, helping these people realize that like everybody tries to escape reality. You know what I mean? Almost everybody, right, has a vice, whether it be alcohol or weed or, you know, coke or heroin, right? Everybody's got a fucking vice, man. And they've shown studies or seen studies where when they legalize these things, right, it kind of gets rid of that stigma, right, of oh, he's a junkie. Because he's really not. He's doing this fucking drug that makes him feel incredible for however long, because the rest of his life kind of sucks. Probably, right? So then what they're seeing is, now that you take that societal view away, that they're shitty, that they no longer had to fail a drug test for getting a job, right? Because that would be illegal. Like you can't, if it's legal, you can't just fire somebody for that. So here they can keep their job now. They're going to get it safely administered, right? And nobody has ever overdosed and died from these things. And they show that nobody stayed in the study or in the program for that long. They end up getting a job. Their life gets better. They no longer choose to get high on heroin. You know what I mean?
Try to get off?
Yeah. They become a member of society, and you can't be a member of society when you're zooted out of your fucking mind like that. And, you know, a lot of this is a stretch. People who have...
You think it'll ever happen in America?
No. Too much money to be lost. And that's what sucks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Didn't Portugal just do this a couple years ago?
Yeah. And it's been showing to be a good thing. It's been shown to be a good thing. And what's crazy is most police officers that I talk to about it
think it should be.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Because they know, like, why am I locking this person up in a cage? Right? In a fucking cage. This dude needs help. He doesn't need a cage.
Yeah.
You know, it's so crazy. But then you ask people like our parents' era, those fucking junkies, bro.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But then you hear about a senator or a lawyer dropping dirty for coke. You don't look at them like a junkie.
No.
And if anything, their practice gives them insurance to go to rehab. We'll help you kick it. So they keep their job, they keep their money, they're not out on the street, and now they're getting rehab. You're like, praise this guy. It's fucking twisted, dude.
Do you think we're too far into a drug epidemic here that we can't implement that and fix that? Because let's be real, there are a lot of drug addicts who are very high drug addicts.
Oh,
now.
dude, there would be a quick natural selection period where if you made drugs legal, a lot of people are dying.
Yeah, for sure.
100%.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because
you can't be naive to that.
I mean, dude, you could drive a couple miles down the road.
Miles, bro. Yes.
And you'll be in a center of that.
A mile from where we are, I guarantee you. Yeah. Within. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's so prevalent, right? I think that's the word. It's such a big thing right now. It's so popular that, like, I think, right, the thought is that they would lose money if they implemented
Who's
these
going to lose
things.
money?
Paid for prisons. All these rehab places, like places that stand to lose money. Pharmaceutical companies getting people off of drugs is not a good look. They treat people who need drugs, right? So, like, there's a lot of money to be lost in the background, right? But I don't think they see the potential of the economic boom that happens if you get all these people that stop spending their money on heroin and start spending it on products, start spending it on homes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, if we can make...
They probably just don't have faith in it.
There's that, or there's...
You think they've even talked about this?
No,
stuff?
absolutely not, dude. Because it's drug addicts. They're looked at as lesser people, and it fucks with me so much.
But it fucks with you a lot, though, because the people... me too, honestly. Because the people I know who have became drug addicts are good people.
Of course.
But do you think there are people that became drug addicts not because their life was shitty, but because they partied too much, and they started doing things to, I don't know, be accepted by a crowd, or they didn't have a vice. They used the drugs to just use the drugs, and it ended up kind of biting them in the ass at the end. Do you think there's that kind of camp of people, and that's what the government kind of looks at as why the fuck should we help these people?
I do and I don't, right? Because I see that 100%, and I get that. People that party too much, this, that, and the other. But here's that free will thing coming in, right? What makes somebody continuously party?
Oh, I have no idea.
Right. And but this is where that free will thing gets dangerous, because you're taking essentially the responsibility away from everybody's actions. And that's what's scary, right? Because like you could be able to understand any situation if you take away free will. But to me, I like asking the rabbit hole question, like keep going. But of course, like I said, there's natural selection period. There's for sure people that, probably have a great life. Like there's people that do that. I'm just laughing because like I always joke and I'm somewhat serious, but I don't think I'll ever do it. But I want to try heroin. I know, but I want to try it because like there's this drug that makes people fucking lose their entire shit because it feels so good.
So the belief is, or the notion is, if you're in a good state of mind, trying drugs like that won't get you addicted.
I know.
To them.
How many people leave the hospital after getting morphine?
Don't do this.
And need heroin, right? Not many. And morphine and heroin are the exact same.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't do heroin.
Yeah.
No.
Do not. We're just talking.
Yeah.
Because that was Lex talked about that with Joe last episode.
Well, and because Carl Hart, Dr. Carl Hart,
yeah,
he partakes in heroin use, and he only gets it from like Afghanistan. Like he was talking about how he gets like crazy good shit, and that's the only time he does it, so that it's not cut with all that bullshit, right? But I mean, that's his thing. I think he snorts it. I don't think he does. I know. I'm just saying. But like that's the thing is like here's a very successful and tenured professor at Columbia University
who does that.
Who does heroin. He I believe has done everything.
Yeah, he has.
Yeah. And
his episode was a good episode.
It's crazy. It's crazy because it's like shit like that, and then there's a gentleman named Johan Hari who had 2 episodes, and he's what really got me to think. His episodes are so awesome that my dad texted me and was like, yo, we got it wrong. I was like, what? And he's like, did you watch the new? And I'm like, I'm about to. And like, it was incredible. But here's a man who thinks one way one day, right? And sees this information presented in front of him. And now he either has to be an asshole and say like, I didn't just hear that. Or he has to be real with himself and be like, holy fuck, we may have been doing this wrong this whole fucking time. And that self-accountability, I think, too, is what makes it hard, right? Because now I'm accountable for all this shit. But like I was really trying to help people with their pain. And I ended up killing so many people, right? There's that, too. That's a heavy burden that I wouldn't wish upon anybody.
Yeah.
Think about how many doctors feel bad because they didn't know.
Think about how many doctors became addicts of something afterwards because they realized what they did.
Yeah, right? Just realizing that you fucked up that many people could turn you towards drugs.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I can't judge anybody for doing drugs. I just can't.
I never do.
No.
I just think there's so many different variations of why people start. We're all addicted to something, whether you want to admit it or not.
Right. Even bodybuilding, even the drugs people use in bodybuilding.
100% addictive.
Yeah, 100%. The changes that they put you through,
yeah,
addictive as fuck.
It's not that you like withdraw from the drug, you mentally withdraw from the drug. So, is that a withdrawal?
Essentially, I think.
I would think that would be. Like you withdraw from the results, you withdraw from the feel.
Feel different.
Yeah. I mean, you feel like fucking Superman. What do you mean?
Yeah, of course.
But I mean, run through a fucking wall.
Right. Especially on Tren. Holy fuck, dude. I felt crazy.
On some of these compounds, like you can you feel literally like a different human.
Yeah.
Something that make you think differently.
Now, let me ask you if you've ever heard this theory or statement is that your brain or your body runs at your natural level of test, let's say, whatever it may be, right? Now, when you go elevated for so long, your body is now getting accustomed to this level so that when you drop down, it's like almost like having low T.
Who is that? What is that, a theory?
Yeah. Is that possible?
Did you hear that?
I don't remember where, but yes, I heard it or read it somewhere.
I have no clue.
Okay.
I have no idea.
Yeah. You would be the person that I ask.
Because I feel completely normal.
Same.
On,
I think it's a crutch.
on virtually nothing.
I think it's a crutch
Yeah.
that people use that shit. And we've talked about that 100 times.
Like I am on true TRT right now, and
yeah.
I feel completely normal.
Oh, I'm sure.
Like my brain feels even better.
Oh, I get what you mean.
My
like
mental
you're
feels
not
way
like low
better.
T. You're not like low T.
I am
symptoms.
normal T.
Gotcha.
That's for
Gotcha.
sure. Because I am way more emotionally stable, way more not aggressive. Like I feel very cool and collected all the time now.
Right.
And I can always feel when something's off.
Oh, dude.
Like when I was coming off of everything, super like emotionally
Wavy.
unstable.
Yeah.
Right? When you're at the peak of the fucking mountain, you're just like ready to go 24/7.
Look at me, motherfucker. Yes, dude.
You know? So I don't know.
Well, and that's the thing. I think people use it as a crutch, right?
Oh fuck
Think-
yeah, they
think
do. I
about the
had
body-
somebody tell me the other day. I'm starting my cruises. My weight is probably gonna go down, like the weight they use. And I was like, dude, how fucking mental are you? Like, I'm the strongest I've been,
Oh, right.
and I'm on.
I never lost
I am
strength.
on 125 milligrams of tests a week, and
Jesus, that's low. But yeah,
I've
dude,
never been this strong.
I've never lost strength when.
No, it's mental, dude.
Yeah, exactly. It's a crutch. It's a crutch. And think about the bodybuilding community in general, right? Fragile,
Insecure.
fragile people. So then you get these fragile people who normally start taking drugs young. You get these fragile people, and then you make them feel like Superman for 16 weeks, and then they come off, and then they feel fragile again, and it's almost like scary. I bet, like I bet it's like, holy shit, like why do I feel like this? Because you just go from feeling like invincible.
Dude, I see it with guys who are 280 pounds.
Oh,
I
for
see it
sure.
with guys who are 180 pounds, and age too. 30-year-olds, 25-year-olds, even like almost 40-year-olds.
Yeah, age does not matter about maturity.
No,
for sure.
No, well, dude, when I try to get these people to take a fucking rest day, to take a true health phase, it's like pulling fucking teeth out of somebody.
I bet, dude.
I'm just like, damn, like you ain't got better shit to do. You really don't want a rest day? Like you don't want a day that you're not gonna go to the fucking gym?
That's such an identity crisis.
Like
I realize,
dude,
that
I would
myself.
hope to God you had other shit to do to not have to go to the gym one day.
You would think, bro, but people don't. People don't. It's crazy, and we know them.
And I get it, young 20s, go ahead, bro. You probably
Yeah.
don't have other shit to do.
Right.
But if you're in your 30s and you're telling me like, no, dude, I gotta fucking train 7 days a week, I can't help but laugh at you.
And we got a family, bro. Come on, go start something.
Don't you like fuck? Like even when I try to get people to take those days off, like, yo, we need 4 days off before you get blood work. What the fuck am I gonna do for 4 days? Oh my god.
Does that mean I can do abs and
Yeah.
forearms?
Can I do abs? I'm like, no, it means no training.
Right.
Can I do cardio? It means no training. Like, just sit home, get caught up on something. I don't know. Go spend time with your fucking mom. I'm sure she misses your fucking crazy ass.
Now, what do you think about that? What do you think about taking 4 days off for blood work? Wouldn't that kind of change what you normally run at?
So that's the argument.
Right.
I've gotten that argument.
Yeah, because that's my thought with it, right?
So the whole point is, the main reason we do it is for AST, ALT, your liver enzymes.
Okay.
Your liver function enzymes.
the main reason we get blood work.
No, the very main reason we take these rest days.
Okay.
Because skeletal muscle dumps those same enzymes. So it could be falsely elevated because you trained. And research-wise, technically, you should be taking almost 10 days off
Really?
to get them to true, not in your system kind of levels. But good luck telling anybody to take fucking 10 days
I
off.
wonder what they did when they read my.
And then creatinine is another one. When you get your blood work done, there's an EGFR score. It's like estimated glomerular filtration rate score, just like kidney function score. If your creatinine is high, that number is low. If your creatinine's low, that number is high, and that's kidney function.
Gotcha.
So yes, technically creatinine is a byproduct of breaking down creatine, and that's coming from your muscle. So like that marker will show us like how much muscle breakdown you're having, or how much muscle utilization you're having, how much ATP usage you have because of creatine.
Right.
If that number stays, yes, we train we train 5 days a week. That's going to be elevated pretty much all the time. But let's get a clear picture of how your kidneys are functioning without that.
Right. No,
Just
that
to
makes
see.
sense now.
So really, that's the main reason why we take the breaks from training. Like if I get somebody that's just going to check hormones, you don't have to take a break.
I got you.
Just
That's
go.
when you're checking the ins and
when we're
outs.
checking everything, yeah, it's probably best to take the break so we kind of can see what your body's like without getting influence from training.
That makes sense now. Because that's what I was wondering. Because like a lot of people that get blood work, they got to fast for an extended.
So you
period
have
of
to
time.
fast because your food has cholesterol in it.
Right.
So your serum cholesterol will be fucked up.
Right.
It has triglycerides in it.
But isn't that the argument? Like, shouldn't we test, like, if this is like your normal diet, shouldn't we test like what your,
Yeah, I guess so.
because like essentially that 12-hour fast or 18-hour fast that some people do, that's the only time they haven't chewed food in 18 hours from the last time they got blood work, right?
Yeah.
So like now, like, are these
Well,
markers
because it
false?
won't be like that though. It's not
Okay.
going to impact it to the point where it's going to make a huge difference.
Crazy.
You know, triglycerides, yes, though.
Okay.
Because triglycerides, like if you have fucking 5 whole eggs before you go get blood work done, you're gonna have a 500 score in triglyceride. Doesn't make
Something's gonna
sense.
happen.
You know, you're not walking around at that.
Got you.
Your LDL and stuff is really consistent. Like, yeah, your fasting glucose could be high, but really we're looking at your A1C. That's your average blood sugar over the past 3 months instead of that morning.
That's what A1C is?
Yeah, so A1C is hemoglobin attached to, your red blood cell, and then the glucose attaches to that, and that marker reading, red blood cells have a lifespan of 120 days, but obviously we have different aged red blood cells,
Right.
so that number is an accumulation of 3 months worth. So you could have some in there that are 10 days old. You could have some that are 100 days old. And we kind of can see what your blood sugar's been like on average for the last 3 months. But that score is more heavily influenced by the last 4 weeks.
Okay.
So like the last 4 weeks kind of weigh into that a bit more than the last 8 weeks of that. So like accumulation of 12 weeks.
Gotcha. That's fucking crazy.
And that's why it's a better score to look at instead of
Gotcha.
fasting glucose.
Dude, I'm so glad you know what you're talking about because I would never.
Nah,
know
dude,
that
I don't know how
shit.
to PCT people.
Yeah,
I'm never going to let you live that one down.
I know. Nor should you. That was just ignorance on my part. But I remain ignorant.
No, dude, you didn't actually mean it. You were just
Well,
asking
yeah.
questions.
No, for sure. I didn't. I've never said you can't do it. But am I your dumbest client? Like when it comes to shit like that? No.
No.
I'm sure I'm up there because I know I.
Please
ask
don't
some
call
crazy-
yourself a client ever again.
Okay, that's fair. But I mean, when I ask you that shit, I treat it like that still.
No, you're not. There's
Yeah.
way more naive people.
Dude, I can't imagine that.
Huh?
I said I can't imagine that then.
There is, dude.
I know,
There's a
but
lot
I
of fucking
just-
people that will just take shit the coach tells them and has no clue. Yeah, but at least I educate you.
Yeah.
You ask a
yeah,
question.
Yeah.
You know,
I took the
some
wrong
people don't ask
thing.
any questions.
I took the wrong thing for fucking a week or two.
Yeah, it was a week.
Yeah.
It wasn't 6 months.
I got so scared. I was like, damn, am I going to die? Dude, that was so scary. I remember seeing it and I was like, oh shit, dude. Oh my God. Immediately texting you. It was like 6 a.m. I'm like, please answer, please answer, please answer. Dude, I felt like such a dummy though.
I sent you Trained by JP, a bunch of his questions.
Oh, yeah.
Those were good.
Those were good.
He was very, very insightful this morning.
It reminded me, like 2 years ago, we talked about we were gonna like do a live or like talk about RIR. And remember how many people were like, "Yeah, please tell us what the fuck is RIR," and then we never got around to it.
Really?
And I still have people asking me. I mean, over the accumulation of 2 years, I'm sure they figured it out because we've been talking about it. But yeah,
No, I was like, I forgot we even said we were going to do
yeah,
that.
I remember. It popped in my head
Well,
the other day.
RIR is repetition is in reserve.
Right.
Which I'm sure everyone listening to this who follows me knows what that is.
Knows.
But I've shied away from it.
Have you?
Yeah, I've shied away from it a lot. All my new programs, my new training programs for people, I'm getting rid of it. Not getting rid of it in total, but I'm using the RPE scale, rate of perceived exertion. So like how hard I want this set to be.
Right.
It's a chart, 1 to 10. 10's the hardest. Kind of gives a little description, max effort, and then how you should feel, out of breath, trying to catch your breath, whatever, shit like that. It's just the inverse of RIR.
Right. Have you been using it?
No. I know how to train.
Right.
I know how to gauge my training.
That's
But
fair.
what I'm doing now for people is the main reason I'm doing this is because I've probably been programming RIR for like a year. The main reason I'm doing this is because most people suck at tracking their RIR. Are so bad at it.
Right.
I get a
Misjudge.
video of their 0 and I'm like, that's a fucking 3 or that's a 2. Like, it's very simple. Look at your video, and if your bar speed is the same as the first rep and the last, you are not anywhere near 0.
No. Nowhere near failure.
So there's a lot of people that do that.
Right.
And I'm trying to get rid of that. So what I'm doing is setting up like 10-week training blocks now instead of 4 to 5. And I'm doing like week 1 will be like a 2 RIR, kind of just a intro week. But volume throughout the whole thing is going to stay the same.
2 RPE.
8 RPE.
Okay.
So almost
I
max
got you, I
effort,
got you.
but 2 RIR. So
Gotcha.
it's just like the inverse of each other. And then in weeks 2 all the way to week 10 is a 9 RPE to 1 RIR.
Okay.
So it's all
Right.
one shy of failure. You're going to train for 8 weeks.
Right.
We're going to get, obviously, like if somebody tells me they're fucking trash, I'll tell them take a week off.
Right.
But like, that's the plan. But volume is like cut in half. Like there's like your week 4, some of them are probably like 20 working sets, like between all the body parts.
Right.
Like I'm keeping everybody around like 12 to 14 working sets for all 10 weeks. So I'm making up for that lack in volume.
Got
I'm
you.
making up for that lack in RIR
Right.
by reducing volume and getting them closer to training to failure. So I'm the volume
Gotcha.
exchange is coming because they're training closer to failure now.
Right.
And I probably, all my new clients over the past week started on that. And then now I have current clients who are like finishing up their blocks. And as I was writing their new one, they were getting transferred to this
Transferred,
one.
yeah.
They are loving it.
Yeah.
It's way more, because now I'm putting things in like drop sets, putting in things like rest pause sets, like shit like that.
Right.
Really good tempos.
What the people want.
And everyone's liking it. So that's the main reason why I shied away from it, just because people couldn't grasp what a 3 RIR was.
Right.
Their 3 RIRs were like 5 to 6. Because like I'd watch so many videos and I'd be like, and I feel like a dick saying like, you're nowhere near failure.
Right. Not a lot of people really train though, or have really trained before. Like you have to go to absolute failure a couple of times to realize what it feels like.
I don't think you get there on your own.
No, you need a training partner.
You need a training partner
Yeah.
to really get there. In the beginning,
To find
get
that.
at least a year's worth of training with somebody to push like that, and then you'll have a good gauge of like what your actual failure is.
Yes.
What
You can actually
you
do,
can actually handle.
what you can overcome, overthink. Like when it burns,
Dude, once
that's
it
not
burns,
the-
you're not done.
Yes.
Like that's a mental block. Because if you can get past that, dude. Yesterday, I did a leg press. I did a double rest pause set, just one set. I did 47 reps, and I was gonna vomit after. I texted Mike Nassif after, and I sent him a picture, and I was like, I just did 47 reps. He's like, you're a sick fuck. And I was like, yeah, I'm done. I'm going home. Like that's it. I went and did like 2 accessory things, and I left.
Yep. See ya.
Because that was all I needed. But that's where like Jordan's stuff, like you can train like that, but you have to train like I just did. You have
Right.
to do sets like I just did if you want to just train 1 set or
Right.
2 set.
Right.
You can't do that and do 4 RIR on a 2 set, but call it 2 RIR. So that's why I got rid of it.
For sure. Training's been so ass for me lately, dude. Because like my diet's up and down, doing this, that, and the other. Because just trying to roll with the punches right now. You know,
Yeah.
my diet will be consistent like Monday through Friday. Saturday, I like literally have been like eating less. Because I'm like, oh fuck, I'm not going to work. Like I need to
You're not,
make food.
yeah.
You know?
You're not in routine.
Yeah, I like literally need.
Dude, my
that
routine
regimen.
is so like, oh my god, like
know, your
Monday
shit.
through Friday, I am like
You're
clockwork.
polished now,
And,
you're
like,
polished.
So did I tell you what happened the other day when it was like breakfast? I was like, I woke up and I didn't train, and I came downstairs and I opened the fridge and I was like, what the fuck do I cook? I haven't made breakfast in like 3 weeks.
Right,
Because like
you've been doing protein
I'd
shakes.
go train, go down to the cafe at the gym, order a shake. The people, they make it how I want, and then
like the Burger King.
I was just that's such routine for me now. I was like, what the fuck do I make? Like I haven't eaten eggs in so long. I haven't done any of this in so long.
Right. What did you make?
I don't even remember. I probably didn't even eat.
Breakfast.
Probably just waited and ate like 2 steaks after.
A couple days in a row. Breakfast. I was doing my pasta and beef for breakfast. I know. You don't care.
I don't
But
care.
like I didn't even post anything because people were like, "What the fuck are you doing?" But I haven't had eggs in so long unless I like go out to eat.
I was eating eggs for a while, like a couple whole eggs every morning, with like oats and stuff.
I've been
True
having some-
bodybuilder staple breakfast.
Yeah, I've been having some drinks lately.
Really, I have
yeah,
too.
Yeah, been living it a little bit. Saying
I've
fuck
had
it.
like probably one every week.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, but I haven't drank in years.
I know.
So one every week is
I know you're
enough.
up 1,000%. Yeah.
I've been having more cigars. Probably
really?
Like 2 a week.
Me too. I've been rolling blunts again.
Really? Yeah. You living life on the edge.
Yeah, dude. I actually got a little panicky the other night. I was lighting a blunt and I'm like, man, I just smoked a joint and ate some edibles. What am I doing? Like, I probably shouldn't smoke this right now. And then I put it out real quick.
No, I have a sunroom of the house, so
Oh, that's where you've been smoking cigars?
Yeah.
Nice.
we just got patio furniture, so I'll just chill out there, bring out my laptop.
It looked great.
and just
The video that you sent.
yeah, finally
the
took all
blinds
the
out.
blinds out of it.
Nice.
Now it actually looks like a sunroom. I don't know why the fuck do people put blinds. It's a sunroom. Why do you have blinds all around the damn
Yeah,
thing?
literally. That's so funny.
And they have a window tint on them, so like you can't even see into it.
Into the window?
Yeah,
Okay.
and I'm
Well,
like,
that's good.
What the fuck was the point of the blind?
Oh, right. To actually keep the sun out, probably.
Out of a sunroom?
Right. No, I get it. I get it. Dude, yeah. No, contradiction everywhere. How about the building we're in doesn't have a 13th floor?
Yeah,
But
I've
they
been
go
tripping,
above
dude.
that.
I've been tripping. I want to go like in the building across the street and see what their elevator says.
Yeah.
Is it? You said that they don't put 13
Yeah.
floors on it for a reason.
Yeah, it's bad luck. But there's a 13th floor. It just goes 12, 14.
Yeah, it goes up to 16 floors. This building.
So it's only 15 and 14's 13. What are we doing?
Or 14 is actually 14, and there actually is a 13th floor,
And they just skip it?
and they just skip.
Possibly.
Didn't you say they put like storage and shit
So-
on it a lot?
a lot
time?
of buildings do, yeah. But a lot of buildings just don't.
Well, like how the fuck do you get to it if it's not on the bus?
Right, yeah. So they
Maybe
they,
the service elevator.
Ooh, maybe. Yeah, there you go. That's the one floor it goes to. Don't get on that.
That fucking elevator goes to the 13th.
It's funny because it's my lucky number. My address growing up equaled 13. The first 3 digits of my phone number equaled 13, and the last 4 digits of my phone number equaled 13. I know. 13 was my lucky number growing up. Friday the 13th was always like a good day for me.
I'm
Seriously.
not superstitious.
No?
No.
Just a little stitious?
No.
No?
No.
No. That's good. Because do you want to talk about a fucking?
I mean,
think
I
about
like
that.
fortune cookies.
Think about OCD, dude. How crazy is that?
I mean, there's people that'll stay home on Friday
Yeah,
the 13th.
yeah. OCD is a wild thing. Like to have to make sure everything is so fucking like. And there's other shit, right? I think I have it at the gym because you know how they have the self-lock lockers.
Yeah.
I have to do it 3 times to make sure I see that bitch says my number. Boom, 3 times we're closed, and then I change it. And then I lock it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But like,
No, I don't think I have anything. I'm very OCD. I'm very messy. I'm very messy.
Okay,
at
right,
home.
right, like
very
OCD.
messy. Like I don't really have OCD about it really too much.
but it can be like little rituals. It doesn't have to be like neat or tidiness. There's like little rituals and stuff that makes OCD too.
I don't know.
Yeah. Fuck
I
it.
don't know.
Don't let it cripple you.
Yeah.
If you're free from it, you're free from it.
I don't even want to think about it.
Yeah, you got free will, bro. Look at you.
Right.
Look at you. Got free will.
What else is going on? What else did I send you today? I sent you some more.
Dude,
shit
I don't
today.
know. I was thinking about that on the way here.
I sent you the RAR stuff. He said he
I
got
always-
weaker and less muscle,
I know.
but that's because that guy trains like an animal. So
Right.
like RIR was literally a step back for him.
Right. Oh, you know who I can't wait to talk to is Ron. He finally said he's coming on.
Oh
He's
yeah,
gonna do that Saturday, that weekend. So we'll fucking sit down with him, just talk some
we're gonna
bullshit.
talk all that, and he's gonna be like, "Koza."
Dude, he's the best. I'm excited to talk to him. Who else? Joey Cavs next week.
Joey Cavs is coming next week.
Joey Quads.
Joey Quads,
Yeah.
but his last name's Cavalieri.
Yeah, yeah.
Cavalieri. Yeah.
Something like that.
So I think he's Joey Quads right now, or is he Joey Cavs right now?
Joey Quads.
Okay.
Yeah. Which is very well earned.
Yeah, 14 weeks out from North Americans today.
Oh shit.
Today is 14 weeks out.
Is that
No,
Ryan?
today's 13 weeks out.
Is that Ryan too then?
Ryan's 13 weeks out too.
And then you got somebody competing in 2 days?
Yes, two people. Stephanie Bikini in Oklahoma,
Oh wow.
and then Bilal is competing at the Michigan on Saturday. John Schwartz is competing at the
Oh, yeah,
Michigan.
yeah, yeah.
He said he announced
Oh, at the Michigan?
Yeah, he's like, I want to jump in an early show and run on some nerves off. I think it's a good
That's,
idea.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
what we did. That's why we had Bilal do Grand Rapids 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
He
Warm
refined
up,
his posing, get those stage nerves off. And it was good because Bilal's posing was very subpar at that show, and we fixed all the things that he could have done a lot better.
Nice.
So we'll see how it translates on Saturday.
Nice. He looks sharp as fuck.
Bilal?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He looks
nasty.
great.
Small.
Great.
He's smaller, though.
Right.
Muscle is definitely one thing that really hurts him.
Yeah. Especially from the back.
It was because he didn't get the real opportunity to focus on bodybuilding the last 2 years because he went to the police academy.
Okay.
And then all that goes on. You can't fucking put on muscle.
No,
You're
yeah.
you're nonstop with
Running,
that shit.
doing everything. Yeah.
And then he started as a cop, getting accustomed to those 12-hour night shifts, all that shit. So it's hard to. But now, I think after this, he's in a good space, routine wise and work wise, that he'll be able to focus on it.
Nice. Being a cop and bodybuilding seems to go hand in hand when you talk about Ronnie Coleman was doing it.
Yeah,
They're all following in his footsteps.
yeah, Ryan too.
Yep. Big ass footsteps. Ryan would be awesome to talk to, but I don't think he ever will.
He would never come on the show.
No, he never
doesn't even
will.
listen to it.
I know he doesn't. I don't even get mad at it. I would never get mad at somebody not listening. It would be weird for me to be like, yeah, listen to my podcast.
Yeah,
Like
no.
when people ask about it, I'm like, what
I don't
about
even
it?
tell people.
I'm like, what about it? Yeah, like I post about it and that's it. If
We
you
post
listen to
once
it-
a week about it.
If you listen to it, you listen to it. If not, I don't blame you. Like I don't blame anybody at all. It's so weird to me that people like get upset about shit like that.
Like, dude,
like
I've
just-
literally had people come up to me and ask me why I don't like their pictures.
Oh, I know. That's what I mean.
Or why I haven't accepted them.
Yeah, as a friend.
Yeah.
Cuz bitch. Did I tell you I fucked up and I yelled at a kid for standing in front of me in the mirror? Yeah. And not really yelled at him, but I'm like, are you doing this on purpose? And he didn't hear me, right? And I'm like, yo, are you fucking doing this on purpose? Mind you, he's 8 feet tall, tallest person I've ever seen in my life. And he's like standing somewhat sideways, completely blocking. And I probably didn't need the mirror, obviously, but it was the third set he had done it. 2 warm-up sets in my first working set. He had
Was he
literally
standing in front of the rack?
Yes.
That's
And-
annoying as fuck.
Yes. And then he didn't hear me, or he acted really well like he didn't hear me. And his homie heard me. And his homie was like, what the fuck are you saying? And I'm like, I'm asking him if he's doing this on purpose. I go, because this is every set. Like, you don't have any wherewithal that, like, people are also using this shit. And, like, I don't know. I definitely didn't need to, like, get in confrontation.
mad?
Yeah, of course. And, like, then now he's a little kid. He's like, oh, look at you getting mad. I'm like, I'm mad because I'm talking to a fucking brat that just won't, like, yeah, okay, I was in the mirror, my bad. You know, it's something that I've said all the time. You can honk at somebody for pulling over or for cutting you off, and they'll flick you off. Instead of just saying sorry, my bad.
Yeah,
no,
yeah, yeah.
fuck you, buddy. Like, what are you honking at? Like, that's so silly to me because it's like dude. Oh shit, my bad. If somebody was like, "Yo, are you doing this on purpose?" I'd be like, "Oh fuck, my bad."
Yeah.
Right? Like,
Yeah.
so I guess in my head, like for me to say something, I figured that would be like, it was almost like joke,
What
right?
gym?
What gym do you think? There's only one gym that fucking happens at.
RTP.
No, bitch. It would never happen to RTB. People know there. You don't just stand in front of fucking people.
Oh, it happened at West
West
Bloomfield.
Bloomfield. Yeah, of course. But I mean, again, I fucked up. I felt like such a loser after. I felt like such a loser. But it is what it is.
And it's not your fault.
No, and I know now not to say anything to these fucking
You can't
losers
say anything to those kids.
because they don't learn.
No.
They're not about learning.
No,
and
no.
We talk about it all the time, starting at the gyms that we started at, around the crowd we started around. Bro, if you were deliberately standing in front of somebody at the gym that I started at,
Oh, you'd get
they
hazed.
bro, it would have been 15 of them. What the fuck are you doing? Like, you just don't do that. There's just a respect. There's an etiquette that is gone.
So Lynn from Powerhouse West Bloomfield posted something on Facebook about gym etiquette at West Bloomfield because she's so irritated about it to the point where she's like, I'm considering going to another gym,
Yeah.
and she fucking works there. And
Tell me about it.
she was saying it's probably to the point now that place is like 15 kids to every adult kind of ratio now.
It is crazy. I saw kids running around jumping on machines. I was like, what's going on? It's crazy.
So, damn. So I commented on it and I said, this is why I left.
Yeah.
She said, nobody has any etiquette. She goes, I went to management, told them, you know what they said to her? What do you want us to do?
Right. What do you want us to do it?
You want us to lose come on, dude. You want
know.
us to lose a $30 recurring fee?
I know. And that's the fucked up thing, dude.
And I commented on the post and I said, that's why I left.
Yeah.
Said I won't ever train there again. It's I could throw a rock at it. That's how close it is
Right.
to my
No,
house.
I know.
And I won't train there anymore because of that.
And it when did that happen? When did like
COVID.
No. When did it happen where because I pay $35 I can walk all over everything? Right?
I don't know. I pay quadruple that for
I
the
know.
gym I go to, and I treat that bitch like it's my house.
100%. But like not even that. Just like why the fuck like
No,
why
dude,
are
'cause they're not
companies
paying
afraid?
it.
But why are companies afraid is what I'm saying. Why
Because it's corporate America now. Everyone's soft.
Right, but when did this happen?
I
Why
don't
why did
fucking
it
know.
happen? Why does it happen? Why are people so fucking soft? Where did people's spines go? How are people walking around? Is what essentially where I'm going. Because there's spineless motherfuckers everywhere.
When was it? When do you think that was?
Whenever the phrase "the customer is always right" came about,
When what the fuck was that?
I don't know.
I didn't grow up with that.
You've never heard that? You've definitely heard.
No,
that.
I've heard it, but I'm saying when I started working,
Bro, the gym I started working at, we would throw you out for less than nothing. If you looked at somebody wrong, sorry, we're not having that here.
So the gym I worked at, Powerhouse Troy, stern as fuck.
Yep.
You slam the dumbbell, you slam shit, you scream, you do shit. You get one warning, second one, membership
See ya.
revoked.
Yeah.
And if West Bloomfield did that, they'd have a lot more happier customers.
A lot more, dude. A lot more. You know how
But
many
whatever,
peop-
to each their own.
Right, of course.
You know,
but still at the same time,
You're
it's
slowly
just-
becoming an LA Fitness.
it's yes, dude. It's a fitness center.
Well, that's the whole thing. That's what they
Right.
have to compete with. That's what they're trying to do. My gym's not going to be like that. I promise to fucking God it's not going to be like that.
Oh God, yeah. No, I already know that. I'm kicking people out of your gym.
You think you can take your shirt off at my gym? Good fucking luck.
But you'll probably have like locker rooms and lighting in there.
I'll have a place for that.
Right, yeah, of course.
Not the middle of the gym.
Yeah. Not after a set of squats. Let me check my biceps and abs real quick. Did they leave from the last set? Because I didn't just hit abs, so I got to check.
Yeah, but no, I mean,
Gym etiquette's gone.
Gym etiquette is gone because nobody enforces rules.
Well, gym etiquette's gone because
But I'm gonna play devil's advocate.
as you should.
Stop fucking training there.
Right, right. But see, your rock throw from your home, like I can't afford to not do that right now. You know what I mean? It's so close to my job. I'd be dumb to go anywhere else. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm already driving 40 minutes out to
Novi.
work. Nope. The devil goes there.
Oh yeah.
I can't go there. I would
go to
never
Milford.
That's even further from my house.
Is it?
Yeah.
Not
way
your
further.
house, from work.
Yeah, but the hours that I work and
Oh, but
stuff,
then you
that's
go,
the thing,
yeah,
man.
yeah, never
I have
mind.
it timed to where, like,
Never mind.
it
Well, you're
is what
fucked.
it is.
So
Exactly. Exactly. So now I'm just the old dude in there just bitching, which is hilarious. I see why it goes full circle. Why? Because if I would, my thing is, right, I was thinking about it too after, like, why I felt like such a loser. Like, if I was in that kid's position at his age and somebody was telling me that, would I have reacted the same way?
fuck yeah, you would have.
Probably. Probably. But there's also a time and a place that, and I know my crowd. If somebody was legitimately that mad and homie was fucking off, I'd be like, yo, right? But like if it was somebody that was fucking off first and we were stepping in front of them, then I'm fucking with them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like if I was legitimately like, oh fuck, my bad, I wouldn't have done that.
Yeah.
But it is what it is, dude. I feel bad. Well, I don't feel bad. I feel like a fucking loser. I don't feel bad at all. I know what I said. I stand by what I said. Get the fuck out of the way. Like, it's so easy to be nice. It's so easy to just get the fuck out of the way. Like, you know what I mean?
I hate when people stand in
Bro,
front of
I
dumbbell
walk
racks.
towards the
Well,
other
this
side.
happened the other day. Somebody was standing in front of the dumbbell rack. Same almost kind of situation. I didn't say anything to them, but they had the etiquette to
The
literally
wherewithal.
step back and move away from the rack because they realized that they were standing in the way of us.
That's one of the worst, when somebody fucking just stands right at the rack.
And does their set like,
uses
right in front of
uses the rack for
Yeah.
leverage on a lat pull. Nope.
on their shitty ass dumbbell row.
Nope. Get away from me. Get away from me. No friend of mine. No friend of mine. I swear I will cut relations or talking to people if I see that they have bad gym etiquette. I don't want that in my circle. Because if you do that to a public place, right? That's like leaving the fucking shopping cart not in the shopping cart area in my head.
Oh, like not walking.
Yeah,
it back.
especially if you frequent that place every fucking day. Every day, that's how you treat it? And you pay to be there or you don't. But still, like, what the fuck? Right? Like you said, some people don't pay for their gym memberships and that's why they fuck around. But bro, I don't know. I just wasn't raised that way. I wasn't raised that way.
You know, and I will say some of them bad on their parents too, because their parents drop them off to get
Right.
rid of them,
See ya.
get rid of the kid for a couple hours,
Yep.
and that's a big
That's
issue. That's a big problem at Lifetime Commerce or any of the Lifetimes with basketball court. That's a big problem at those places because like mom and dad don't feel like dealing with the fucking kid.
See ya.
You're 14, you can walk around the gym wherever you want now. 15, 16. You know, and then they just go and fuck
That's
around.
the
whole
Civic
time.
Center where the show was a couple weeks ago.
Oh
in
yeah,
Dearborn.
that place was badass.
Yeah. Yeah. But it's overrun by just like
That.
middle school, high school, elementary school kids just fucking off.
Yeah.
You know, including me when I was
And
those
then
ages.
now if you try to reprimand them, it turns into
Bro,
you're
if
treating
you-
my kid so poorly.
if you honk at somebody that just cuts you off, they will flick you off. That's the world we live in.
Yeah.
It's fucked. You can't. Nobody's accountable for their own actions. Nobody's accountable. It's so much easier to say sorry. My bad. Fuck. I'm so sorry. Like, why is that not just like everybody's first reaction? Because it's just so much respect.
No, that's how me and you think though.
Right. And is
Unfortunately,
that
that's not how a lot of people
and
think.
this brings us to that free will thing. Is that my free will to make that decision, or is it just the accumulation of everything that I've done?
No, it's the
back
accumulation.
of hearing my dad say no what? No please? Yeah, or no thank you, right? Yes, please.
Yeah.
Yes, what? Every fucking time. You know what I mean? But there it is. So now do I even have free will to fuck off?
You don't.
Right.
Because you feel out of the norm if you did.
100%.
Like you would feel so out of the norm if you answered like that. If you didn't put a please, if you didn't put a thank you, if you didn't put
Bro,
a
I fuck with people now when I'm with them and they say yes. I'm like, yes, what? Yes, please. Like, say the shit. The person deserves to hear that. They deserve that respect. But, I don't know. And that's made me so much more generous in like different situations too. Like when I go out to eat, I always try to leave a big tip, like 50%.
Yeah, I always try to leave big tips. I always person I'm checking out with, thank you. Have a great
Yes.
day. Like
What's
the
your
cashier.
name?
The
How we
cashier
doing
like
today?
that.
Yeah.
If they ask me how I'm doing, right back at them. Whatever. The other day I was on the phone about to check out. Hey, I'll call you back.
Yeah. Oh my God.
And And the girl was like, I was like, that's rude if I sit on the phone while I'm checking out with you.
Probably blew her mind.
She was like, what? Because, okay, A, where I train,
Right.
you know, that's not really happening. And that's not happening that often where I train.
Right.
So to her, it was like, wow. Like, because, dude, I can't stand that.
No.
When people are checking out with cashiers and they're on the fucking phone.
It's
Like,
so like a thought of like, you're so beneath me.
oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, oh, just ring up my shit and put it away. That's what I feel like that person is saying to that cashier.
Right. 100%. Just do
So
your
just,
shit.
Hey, I'll call you right back when I get in the car. Click. Then you talk to the person.
Bro, we have like a curbside service at my work.
Get the fuck out of here.
Straight up. Because they started it during COVID. Yeah. So you can pull up, text your name and like what spot you're in and how you're paying, and we will walk it out and do it, right? But what people have forgot is that is a literal courtesy, right? So maybe you have the kid in the car. We'll come out and just give you your shit. Maybe you got a dog in the car, you don't want to leave it in the car. We'll come out and get you your shit. But the amount of people that I go out and they're like, hey, can I add this? Can I do this? Can I do that? And it's like, yo, why the fuck didn't you just go inside?
They're scared of COVID, bro. Oh, that's it. We said the word.
Oh no, we're gonna get flagged.
We're gonna get flagged with that
I
stupid
said it. I
CDC shit.
said it. Well, we're not saying anything bad. It's real. Get vaccinated. I just saved us. Brought to you by Pfizer, which is fucked, right? Or Purdue Pharma.
Yeah.
This is the first half hour.
Dude, you know they won. So they had a lawsuit back to them. They had a lawsuit last year. To pay for damages. Like,
What was it, like $1 billion?
It was a lot of fucking money, but they gained immunity for any future.
Lovely.
And they're still millionaires.
Lovely. Good.
But they cannot be sued ever again.
Where do I get that lawyer?
Right?
Like, I just like want to know somebody that powerful. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you just need enough money.
Right.
You just need enough money.
You need to give enough money too.
When people complain about like celebrities and stuff, like not getting in trouble and things, I say you're not rich enough.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You're not rich enough.
Yeah. No. There's
Like people were like complaining about Will Smith. Why didn't he get arrested for assault? Because you're not. He's way richer than you.
Yeah. He was in like the seance of richness too.
Yeah.
Like in this place where I remember that.
Could you imagine if they actually arrested him?
Nothing would happen. Or like just all of a sudden full force of the law that you and I would have to face.
Yeah.
I mean, it would straighten a lot of those people up.
Oh yeah, but it would never happen.
No, never. Literally never.
Yeah.
You just don't have enough money. It's crazy. I wish I had that much money. Actually, I don't, because I don't need it. I don't need to get out of jail like that. You know what I mean?
No.
Like, I don't do that shit. I would never just walk up and smack somebody, like the dude standing in front of the mirror. Like if that's what I did, just walked up and slapped them. Like that'd be so crazy. It'd be so crazy. Think about how fucking powerful you think you have to be, or how powerful you think you are
to do something like that. Yeah.
in front of millions of witnesses.
Yeah.
Millions of people saw you do that.
You think it was staged?
Oh man.
Yeah, they're
little
gonna get
bit.
divorced now.
Good. It's about time.
Jada and Will.
It's about time, dude. The way that woman fucks with him is so bad. So bad. If your homie was dating somebody like Jada Smith and you didn't fucking tell him to get out of that, you were a piece of shit, dude. She is the devil. Actually, I know the devil. She is one of the disciples, though. Seriously, dude. The way she hoes that man out is so wrong. She said some shit like, I never wanted to marry him.
Yeah.
The fuck are you doing then? For 20 years or however long.
They have
What?
kids.
They have kids. They've got a lot of kids. They've got a family dynamic. They got it like
That's Hollywood for you.
that's what I've been seeing a lot of lately is like
Johnny Depp won 15 mil.
good for him.
And
shit.
they're appealing it though.
Well, probably the amount.
Yeah.
Because I think that makes her bankrupt.
It probably will. He sued for 50 million.
My man. My man. What a fucking layup that was, though. They literally recorded themselves. They were like, yeah, I think it will make us stronger. And they agreed to record themselves having conversations.
Yeah.
And he hit record when she was like, Tell the world that you're a man and that I hit you, Johnny. Go ahead. They won't believe you or something.
Yeah.
Money. What? She like severed his finger with like a bottle, and he like doesn't have part of his finger now. The crazy shit, dude. Crazy shit.
You know what's even crazier? How many people actually spent time watching and following
Is it though? We talked about gossip and shit being like an evolutionary trait.
No,
just
I'm
playing
not
into
saying
it?
that. I'm just saying, like, don't you have anything fucking better to
No,
do?
bro, we're talking about people that train 7 days a week that are hardcore and warriors, bro. They're on the front lines for Will Smith, Jada Pinkett Smith, or whoever. Fucking yeah, no. I
Like, think about the concept of a celebrity.
it's a weird one.
Like how attached.
It's weird
some
because
people
they're
are.
just humans. Have you ever met a celebrity?
You have tons.
Right. I haven't met tons, but like it is a weird vibe. They give a weird vibe. I got to meet Legion of Skanks. You know who they
No.
are? They have like that podcast called Legion of Skanks, but it's a bunch of comedians. And when I worked at the strip club, they not rented, but they got the comedians to come and do like their sets.
Yeah.
One night. Oh my God, was that the best night at the club? Best night at the club. It was so much fun. I smoked a blunt with Dan Soder, yeah, who's a big time comic. Just had a Rogan episode, but like, yeah, I went up to him because my boss at the time actually, I was like, hypothetically, I remember, like hypothetically, I got a blunt rolled in the car. Hypothetically, I go, Dan was talking about smoking weed a lot in his set. Hypothetically, if I had this blunt, could I hypothetically smoke with Dan if he wants to? And my boss is like, hypothetically, yeah. I'm like, all right, well, I'm going to take a 15. I'll see you in a little bit. And I went and asked Dan, I was like, yo, dude, my boss just told me I could smoke weed with you. I have weed already rolled in a blunt. Do you want to smoke? And he was like, yes. And then I was like, dope. And we went outside and smoked a blunt.
That's
It
so
was
cool.
so dope. He was down to earth. We just talked about shit. He was from like Colorado.
So the celebrities I've met are very down to earth.
Nice.
But it's like
But most are.
most are.
Most
but
are
why
humans.
Are they put on such a huge pedestal?
We see them often.
Like I met
probably.
Ricky Martin. The dude is so nice. Yeah, he's gay.
Keep
but
that
like,
one
whatever.
to yourself. Who
No.
cares if he's gay, bro? I love gay people.
No,
I fucking
You're
love-
laughing.
I'm laughing because it's Ricky Martin
Yeah.
living La Vida Loca. I don't
Yeah, I
care
thought
that
that's
he's
why you were laughing.
gay. No,
No.
dude, that's actually so funny. I could like literally pull up a text message right now or a message DM. There's a gentleman, a very nice gentleman, who is very gay and DMs me often about like my looks, this, that, and the other. And I literally respond back like, thank you for flattering me. Honestly, like every time.
But Ricky Martin was super nice.
Of course.
But he's
Of
an
course.
international superstar.
Yeah, he's very well known.
Yeah.
Very well known.
But like
He probably doesn't.
there's people that put these people on these weird pedestals.
He probably doesn't see real people often.
No,
he only
that's true.
sees fans. He
I
only
ran
sees
into
people.
him. I ran into him in the lobby at a hotel.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
How did you even notice
I was
him?
in Puerto Rico. He lives in Puerto Rico.
Oh, nice. What's he
Yeah.
doing in a hotel? You live in it?
There's a casino.
Oh, nice.
But like it was
I heard
just-
gambling in Puerto Rico is dope.
Yeah, Stellar's Casino. That's the hotel we would stay at.
I know.
It's a Marriott with Stellar's
I
Casino.
know. I know a dude that has slot machines down there.
Oh, so our good friend is a GM of it.
Nice. Of the casino?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah. That's
Yeah.
sick.
And then his son is a media lawyer for a firm that represents Ricky Martin.
What's the firm called? Living La Vida.
I have no idea. No, they're an entertainment firm, and Ricky's one of their clients.
Oh, gotcha,
Yeah,
gotcha,
yeah.
gotcha.
I met Kid Rock, dude. Talk
How's-
about a fucking guy to sit and chill with.
Oh, I bet, dude.
His son went to St. Mary's,
Oh.
and when one of his sons, do you remember St. Mary's having a Polish country fair?
No.
So every Memorial Day weekend, we had the biggest fair in the Midwest.
Are you talking about your Hogwarts as school?
Yeah, I am. It was it's some Polak you are. You don't even fucking know about this fair. We're probably one of the only Polish Catholic churches left.
Yeah. Well, I wasn't going to no church, I'll tell you that.
But anyways, so the kids, we'd have to work volunteer hours. So we would have to work volunteer hours.
Did you volunteer at the church?
No, you have to work the fairgrounds.
No, but did you volunteer at
No.
the church?
But Kid Rock would come and just chill. And he sat down with me and had a hot dog with me and everything. And
Wow.
he was, dude,
How old were you?
Talk about it, 15, 16.
Nice.
I was like, what?
Nice.
But talk about somebody who really doesn't give a fuck.
Right. the last. Have you seen his music videos lately?
Not lately.
They
Are they super American?
They are parody fucking videos, dude. They're so hilarious. Weird Al tweeted, he's like, "Thank you for the congratulations, but that is indeed Kid Rock in his video. It is not me." That's how fucking crazy they are. He's lost it. He's fucking gone off. Anybody who's like was sucking Trump's dick like that has absolutely lost it. I was helping a guy at work the other day, and all of a sudden, just out of nowhere, they stole the election from that man. They really did. I'm like, dude, what the fuck do you want? Do you want weed? What the fuck? You know, like, what are we talking about? What were your thoughts on January 6th,
What was January 6th?
the insurrection?
Oh, of the Capitol?
Yeah. How are you?
All right. I think it was pretty crazy that it actually happened.
I think it's nuts. Dude, before January 6th, if I'd have told you I'm storming the Capitol,
I would have said, good luck getting shot. in the
yes,
fucking
dude.
head.
Yes, I was talking about that with my dad. Where were the fucking turrets on the roof for the snipers?
They
dude?
were there. They were all armed.
And they just didn't start shooting?
Why would they start shooting?
I don't know.
They can't just kill fucking citizens.
If
of
they're
the
rushing the
US.
Capitol, like, I thought that would be like an act of that.
Well, that's why a lot of people think it was staged.
Oh, it for sure was. Do you see the cops that were opening
They
up
kind
shit?
of just let them open the doors and walk in.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that said it was
I forget what they
staged.
call those. Agent provocateurs. People there just to stir shit up. I saw a video once.
There's people, there's like people that pay you to do that kind of shit.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
Have you seen
Like, remember when I'm sorry to interrupt you.
no.
Remember when I don't even want to call them riots, but like disturbances happened in Detroit around the death of George Floyd? And they
vaguely?
were trying to rush
I just
downtown.
remember like every city had that.
Yeah, so downtown Detroit was one, and I guess a lot of the people from the streets outside of Detroit went downtown.
Right. It's not even the residents.
No, they went downtown to protect the businesses
Oh, like some
Because-
what's his name shit?
because they were arresting people with all out-of-state licenses.
Oh, right.
Like they were driving to Detroit to disturb Detroit, but didn't even live in Michigan.
Yep.
And people that lived in Michigan or near Detroit were standing in front of businesses, not letting these people destroy them.
Got you. Yeah, no, I mean, I totally believe it because I believe in agent provocateurs, like that there are people there to stir shit up.
Dude, anarchy.
Yeah, of course.
People love it.
Well, that would force martial law, right? Or could. And martial law is now the government has complete control of everything.
Yeah.
Right. That's the ultimate fear of that, right?
Yeah.
There's like people's fear of
And
when
then
that happens.
and then you want to talk about some shit. You could talk about some martial law after taking guns away.
Right. That's everybody's biggest fear.
They voted on a ban today.
Really?
They voted on a high capacity magazine ban today. And
What's
for
high
everybody
capacity?
that thinks it's called a fucking clip, it's not.
What's
It's called a magazine.
what high capacity?
It's like over 15 in a pistol, 30 round mags for ARs. They want to ban it all.
AR assault rifle?
Yeah. AR doesn't stand for assault
I
rifle.
I just wanted to make your fucking blood boil.
But okay.
Go, Dom. Go.
So one of the main arguments is that Columbine happened during an assault rifle ban.
So nobody had one to combat them? Or just they got it
You
illegally?
can get your hands on anything at any time.
Oh, yeah. We both know criminals.
and
We
I
both
could
know
get a
that.
gun stripped of a serial number tomorrow.
Right.
I could get a gun made
3D printed
that
type
doesn't
shit?
have dude.
Ghost
There's
guns?
There's plenty of people who make ghost guns,
Right, yeah.
and you just need the fucking parts.
Oh, right.
That's all you need.
Didn't they just ban ghost guns, though? Right. No,
Did they?
yeah, exactly.
You know?
And you could still have
Listen, there's things that I think are pretty crazy. I'm obviously very strong 2A guy, but like, it's pretty fucking nuts how I can just walk in and buy a fucking rifle.
absolutely.
Like
I
the
would-
day I bought a rifle, I came home And I was like, that was too easy.
Right.
Like,
right. To buy a
I
gun.
get the whole like freedoms. We should have guns. We should all of that. I truly believe that. You should be able to buy a gun to protect yourself.
100%.
But how easy that was, and how I didn't even have to register the fucking thing. Like,
Right, because it's a long barrel rifle.
it's a long barrel rifle. I can't conceal that.
Right.
Right. Unless you're wearing something ridiculous. Anyways, that was crazy.
Right. I remember doing it too my first time and being like, what the fuck?
Shotgun.
Oh, shotguns, they hand those out.
Yeah.
They hand
you
those
can go
out.
to Walmart and buy a
Yeah,
shotgun.
exactly.
Like, that's how crazy it is. But, but then, see, I am in the camp of guns don't kill people. People kill
Right,
people.
100%. I am too.
And I think there is an issue with people with mental health disorders getting their hands on guns, because obviously, unfortunately, we saw what happened in that school shooting, and he had a history of mental health issues. And one of the other things that a lot of people are talking about is the disassociates people are on nowadays. The antidepressants,
Right.
They feel no emotion, high, up, down, sideways. They don't feel any emotion anymore.
Right.
So is that causing people to kind of just be okay with those kind of decisions? Like, I don't know. I think there's a lot of ways you could go about this, but I definitely think there has to be better screening mentally for people to buy a gun.
I think so too. Undoubtedly.
I don't think it does not come with banning anything with a fucking assault rifle. Do you know how easy it is to hide a pistol? Do you know how easy it is to hide an AR pistol?
Right.
Which is technically a concealable weapon? Like, I have one. It's fucking 8 inches long. I can put a 30-round magazine inside of it. You need to regulate that shit if you're going to regulate something.
Right.
Like, I don't know.
But yeah, no, and that's the thing. Like, nobody knows. They were just all throwing shit at a wall to see what sticks. See if it works or not. And that's why, like, I have some forgiveness to people when they're like, ban guns. But then my first question always is, how did they stop the shooter? Oh, they shot him? Okay.
Well, it's like you ban a gun, you could ban guns, but then it's like, I think people, yes, ban gun. We do not want atrocities like this to happen, right? It's horrible. I don't even want to think about it.
No.
I have a kid now, and I really don't want to fucking think about it. But it's like, you ban guns, like, criminals are always going to find a way to get a gun. And then on top of that, what are you going to protect yourself with if, God forbid, you had to?
Weren't we just talking about too, like, abortions, right? The making abortions illegal isn't making abortions illegal. It's making safe abortions illegal, right? Why is that concept allowed? But the concept of banning guns isn't going to ban guns. It's going to ban people, safe users, from getting guns.
Yeah.
Why can't we link that?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And I think that's where, like, if you, I don't know, somehow did some mental health screening, it's fucking stupid. It's one question on the thing.
I know.
Do you have any mental health issues?
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
Fix that, and I think you'll see less of it. And another thing, I agree with Lex Friedman on this. Stop fucking reporting it.
Yes. That's a huge thing. They're
Like,
giving these people.
You're giving people the fuel to the fire in their fucking head,
Bro.
Oh my God, I could be a celebrity.
And watch,
I could be a star.
They always happen back to back to back to back.
Yeah.
Until they stop talking about them, and then it takes another one, and then all of a sudden another, because they're making these people famous.
Columbine was such a huge thing.
Well, wasn't it like the first two?
It was one of the first.
Yeah.
I think it was
probably the first. Yeah.
And the fact they had a bomb.
Oh, they had pipe bombs.
They
right?
had pipe bombs.
Yeah.
But from Columbine, when the fuck did you hear about it again? Not for a long time.
Right.
And then now it's like, there was a shooting in Tulsa today, Oklahoma. 4 people in a fucking medical center. Like,
well, how many people got shot over the weekend in Chicago? And because it was gang violence, we don't hear about it, right?
Oh, are you saying just in general?
Yeah.
Think about Detroit.
Oh, I know, but like 70 people or some shit get shot in Chicago every week.
A day.
Yeah,
every day. Some it's like 10.
It's crazy, but that's not a mass shooting. Nobody's rallying.
Mass shooting. You know what the qualification for a mass shooting is, right?
No.
It's 4 people.
That's crazy.
I'm almost positive it's 4 people.
That's crazy, dude.
If I had a Jamie, I'd ask him to Google.
Right. Well, like, serial killer has a distinction too, isn't it? It's like repeated.
It's like so many murders in X amount of time or something like that.
Oh, is there a time limit too? I remember talking to somebody buying weed, not drugs, but back when you had to talk to an actual dealer or criminal. I remember him telling me, because I actually knew him, he was telling me, he's like, yeah, I know a couple serial killers. I'm like, damn. And he's not talking about like weirdos that tie people up. He's just talking about thugs that fucking kill that many people. And it's just crazy to think
at least 4 individuals are killed with a firearm. That's what a mass shooting is. But yeah, no.
Well, and I saw something too about like maybe teachers don't want to be armed. Of course not, bro. They're fucking
They're
teachers,
dude. They're teachers with 5-year-olds in their rooms.
Exactly.
Like, you want that lady to have a gun on her?
But just the possibility of allowing them to carry will stop so many of these fucking cowards from entering that building in the first place.
So my biggest issue with everything is, why are schools gun-free zones?
Right. Well, I get the sentiment.
I get the whole like,
there's children.
School.
Yeah, exactly.
There's a bunch of kids here.
Yeah.
But I don't. But how much more comfortable would you feel that a parent inside might have a gun on them because it's not a gun-free zone?
Right. Trained.
They're trained. They are ready to go. Maybe they're ex-military. Maybe they're ex-cop. Maybe they are an off-duty cop. You don't know these things, and they're carrying. Well, I mean, like I told you, like a lot of, and you call, I don't know if you were joking, but you called it irresponsible gun owner if you carry in in a gun-free zone.
Essentially is. It's
not, yeah, I guess with
because if you're breaking the gun law.
Did you know that you don't even get charged with a gun charge if you get caught?
That doesn't make it okay.
You get charged with a trespassing charge.
Doesn't make it okay.
Yeah, but there's a lot of people who carry in gun-free zones because of the reason of that kind of situation.
Yeah, but that 2 wrongs don't make a right, dude. That's the thing.
Make it not a gun-free zone.
I know. I'm with you. But like, I know. But like, my dad is an avid carrier too, and I've seen him take his gun and leave it in the car for these gun-free zones. And my dad is a good shot. I'd love to have him have the gun on him at all times. I get it. I really do. But like, there's also that distinction, right? Of, do I listen to the law or not? Yeah. And if you're not listening to the law, it's I don't want to say the same fucking boat, but like, there's laws and there's not laws. So we're just showing that even responsible gun carriers can be irresponsible.
So in the state of Michigan, school is school property. Mm-hmm. You could have one in the parking lot, though.
Yep. You can open carry too.
Child care, sports arenas or stadiums, bar taverns where sales of liquor is the primary source of income, churches, places of worship, entertainment facility with 2. So this is an interesting one. Entertainment facility, but it has to be over 2,500 people.
So if there's less than 2,500 people, wow, that's interesting.
Hospital, dormitory or classroom of college, and a casino. You know what's not on here? A mall.
That makes sense. It makes a lot of sense, though.
Yep.
But I mean, yeah, I'm with you, dude. I think gun ownership is a good thing. I really do. I think trained gun owners are a good thing. I'll never not think that. You know what I mean? But I'm with you. I think there needs to be more of something into getting the gun. Yeah. There just has to be. And my thing is, right, and like, this is, a bad cliche or adage, but like, what do you have to hide?
No, right? You don't have anything to hide.
Right, but some people do.
Yeah.
Some people don't want to be screened by a shrink in any way.
Then you shouldn't.
I know. You and I are going to agree on that.
But people don't think they shouldn't.
Right.
Those people think there's nothing wrong with them.
Right, I know.
And they don't want to, they think they should be able to own a gun and everything.
I know.
So I got a question for you. Do you hold the parents responsible for situations like that? The kid had a Daniel Defense AR with an EOTech on it. I saw the picture.
Oh, dude,
I know
that
my
gun
guns.
was sick.
I know my guns like the back of my hand.
Where the
he had
fuck
4
did
to
he
5
get
grand
that?
worth of stuff.
Where the fuck did he get that money, and why isn't that question being asked?
So it's like, I guess he got it for his 18th birthday, and Daniel Defense with the EOTech right there, almost 2 grand.
Right.
And then he had another assault rifle, body armor, which is like $400 fucking dollars, and then ammo's expensive right now. So it's like he spent thousands of dollars. From where? Like, clearly this guy didn't have a job, or a job that paid enough for that.
Right.
But I don't know.
Wasn't he just 18 years old?
He had just turned 18.
Where did they get a Daniel Defense gun that quick? You ever ask yourself that one? Because I know a homie that got one and he had to wait like 2 months for it.
Yeah. Yeah. See, I don't know.
This shit is fishy.
Well, it's all.
Oh yeah. No. Nothing like that. Just fishy. Like how do we get here? How did we get here?
Yeah. Why did we end up in this situation?
Right. How did homie think that this was a good idea?
I've done an active shooter class.
Ooh, that was probably crazy.
Yeah. It's very like.
Do they tell you to engage or they tell you to chill and wait?
You engage if you are engaged upon.
Right. Chill and wait, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You got a bunch of cowboys out here talking this crazy shit.
You don't run into a building. You engage. So the whole cops thing, not going inside, I could see both ends.
Somewhat.
One of my friends is as military as it gets, right? Her husband, you know what her husband does for a living? He's on an embassy relief call team.
Oh, wow.
So if an embassy in a country is under attack, he's the first boots on the ground there.
That's crazy.
You know what he does every day? He goes to the airport and sits there.
Just waits?
And waits for a call to get on a plane to go engage. He went to Afghanistan during that whole thing.
Oh,
so if there's somebody that I know, I can trust that knows protocol, it's her. And she was just explaining to us because I'm ignorant. I don't know. Yeah, I think cops should have been inside. I don't know how that shit works. And she just said there's a lot of protocols for this kind of stuff and a lot of situational things that have to happen because like some cities, that's SWAT's job. That's not the police job.
Right.
The police job is to secure that perimeter, make sure nobody gets in or out. If they come into contact with the guy, yes, they engage. But if their job was to secure that perimeter at the time, and SWAT is supposed to take care of that, or somebody, a forces team is supposed to take care of that kind of stuff. So I could see that, but I don't know. There's just as a parent now, I don't even know.
There's just weird shit going on with that too, because that police station is no longer cooperating with the Texas board that was like investigating them, and they're not cooperating in the sense that you and I are allowed to not cooperate to incriminate ourselves.
Oh, plead the fifth?
Yes.
They plead the fifth?
Yes.
Wow.
I know. So there's some shit going on there. And
well, they probably fucked up on their protocol.
There's something going on too with people's real problem is that they were like arresting people that were trying to go get their kids. And I get you're supposed to keep people from going in and out, but bro, like you're not stopping me if my kid isn't there.
Yeah.
And I can make it there. And do you know the guy who got it, who stopped
Border
him?
Patrol.
He had a shotgun. He was getting his hair cut. The barber gave him the shotgun, and he went to the fucking school and got him. You cannot tell me a good guy with a gun doesn't stop a bad guy with a gun. You'll never fucking convince me otherwise. You just won't, because all this shit happens.
So he was completely off duty.
Off duty. Give me the gun. They're shooting up a school. It's my job. That's fucking crazy.
But that's the difference, I think, too.
What,
Border Patrol is very more militant.
Oh, yeah.
They understand that that's their job.
Well, and there's
you talk to
different
military.
people.
You talk to military. You talk to police. You're gonna get a different notion of what the mission is.
100%.
Mission for military, neutralize threat.
Yes.
Mission for police officers, secure the situation, calm everybody down. They work with civilians in society all day long. Military works with drug smugglers, the worst of the worst, terrorists, things like that. So they're trained to act that way.
Right.
And Border Patrol, I'm sure it's not similar to military, but it's probably like you deal with cartel, you deal with that
Right,
kind of stuff
right.
at Border Patrol.
You got to act there.
Yeah,
You're
you're on a dime.
Yeah.
You're not trying to arrest somebody that's shooting you. You're
Right.
trying to, you know,
neutralize a threat,
yeah.
like you said.
So,
yeah.
I mean, I think that's an amazing story that guy would.
Right. I hope
getting
to
his
God
haircut
it's
at
true.
the right time.
I hope to God it's true. But that's what I heard. That's what my dad told me. He got the fucking rifle.
Yeah, he
from
threw on his Border Patrol vest,
Right.
like his body armor.
Which was probably in his car.
Yeah, just from work.
Right.
And then went in.
Went in. What a guy. What if that's a fucking hero. That's a
So,
fucking dude.
I heard something. I don't know how true it is, but apparently one of the cops is getting in trouble because he told the kids to scream for help, and that's the number one.
Yeah, you don't ever do
thing
that.
You never do.
No.
Is you're not supposed to make a noise.
Well, you're not supposed to scream for help if you're getting raped. You're supposed to scream fire. People come for fire. They run away from help.
Yeah.
They run away.
So, well, it's not even that. It was that it drawed attention to the room.
Oh.
And I
Oh,
guess
yeah,
the gunman
same
went
shit.
into the room.
Oh, motherfucker.
There was a kid in there, a 5th grader or 4th grader, who's testifying that somebody, a police officer outside of the window
Told
said,
him.
"Start yelling for help,"
What?
and that's what brought him into the room.
That's fucked, dude.
I don't know how true that is.
I hope to God it's not true at all. It makes me sick to my stomach thinking about that, dude. That's-
It might be false. It might be true. I don't
right,
know,
right, yeah,
but,
yeah. We're talking a lot
I
of
don't
shit
pay
right
too
now.
much attention to this shit.
Yeah.
I don't get into the conspiracy stuff like this. Like,
No. I was gonna say you get into the conspiracies though.
not of this.
No,
kind of
no,
shit.
no. I know. This
No.
is that one. I don't
Whether you think,
touch.
no.
I don't touch these ones, dude. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. But the people that do, my God, can you settle down?
You have some fucking problems.
You settle down, please? Just settle down. Just the queue is over with. Or Donald Trump's not running the country anymore. Just chill the fuck out, bro. And how many conspiracies do you have to believe in that don't come true before you hang them up? Before you hang them up, I remember the mail-in ballots were gonna have a watermark to prove that the fake ones, this, that, and the other.
When's monkeypox coming?
Right, bro. The place I work, they fucking have a mask mandate right now for 2 weeks.
Why?
I don't know. For virtue, I'm assuming. I said this, no joke, to the manager. I go, if we're gonna do this, then we need to have a healthy food initiative as well. I don't want to see no more pizza in this motherfucker, no more donuts, no more pop. We need healthy food because that has actually been shown to help. I'll get everybody vitamin D. I'll give everybody vitamin D, but we need a healthy food initiative if we're gonna sign people up for wearing masks again. And guess what? You don't have to come in with a mask.
All the employees have
Yep.
their own?
Yep.
I wonder why.
Virtue.
Because of COVID?
I'm assuming so. I think there was like an outbreak in a couple of stores, like people got it.
Oh.
You know, living life, right? You know, it's crazy.
Well,
but you know
the
who?
monkeypox thing is pretty cool to see. Like everyone tripping, all the
Oh,
conspiracy
yeah.
theory people. Pandemic number 2.
Dude, that's just,
I mean, I don't know how much faith I have in the World Health Organization anymore.
Yeah, right.
But they came out and made a statement like
About what?
this is not going to be a pandemic.
Good. Jesus Christ. Yeah,
I don't have the most faith in them, but
the one lung thing comes in handy when a mask mandate comes around. Let me tell you.
oh, because you just tell them you
I
can't.
can't breathe. It's hard to breathe through a mask. They're like, this is what my man. He goes, "Do you have like a doctor's note or something?" I was like, "Yeah." Texted him a picture. He goes, "What is this?" I go, "That's my lung on the outside of my body." And he's like,
Oh, the one picture of your
Yeah.
lung in a tray.
"Yeah." And then I was like, and then this one, she's holding the tumor, and he's like, "Yeah, that'll work."
We're in government compliance.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not wearing a mask, bro. I even got COVID with one lung.
You did?
Yeah, I had COVID in December.
Oh, that's right. You did.
I was flu for 10 days. That's what it felt like. 3 days were rough. After that,
That's how I was.
Yeah.
First
Just
3
tired.
days were fucked.
yeah, and then I was just tired after. Dylan got vaccinated.
And you got sick the day after?
No. But he did get COVID, and he's like, I bet I had it less worse than you or something. Dude, I miss Dylan. I haven't seen him in a while. He watches these, which
yeah.
is dope.
Good.
Yeah.
I love him.
I know.
Oh my god, what was I gonna say? Oh, did you see Canada banned all guns?
That's scary. That's so fucking scary.
Like the private sale or something like that. Public-private sale of
I
firearms.
I try not to keep up with Canada because we're better than them.
Dude.
But like
When did Canada get like this?
Trudeau, progressive movement's scary because it's like it's seeded in good, right? Like of course we don't want people dying from guns. Let's ban them. Right, right. Like I know, but it's
Yeah,
like
no, I
it's
get
seeded in good. It's
Yeah.
like we don't want people.
Oh, they had banned assault rifles a while ago.
Oh, okay. And then
They're
it just
banning handguns now.
oh shit.
Yeah, that's what it was. There was a shooting in Nova Scotia last year with an assault rifle. Next day, all assault
See ya.
rifles off the shelf.
See ya. Yeah, other countries don't play that shit, but they don't have the freedoms we have. They don't have the
No, I mean,
the
that's America.
Constitution we have. You know what I mean? That thing separates us from every other place in the world.
Yeah.
That one piece of fucking paper that was written on hemp, mind you. Yeah. Yeah. Did you know before a certain amount of time, if you had a certain acreage of farm, a portion of that acreage had to be legally had to be for hemp,
For paper?
for goods,
Oh.
for paper, goods, everything. So a plot of land had to be for hemp.
If there was a time frame to live in again, what time frame?
Dude, I
You
don't think
reliving this?
I don't think people understand how good we have it. Because like a lot of shit,
Okay,
is,
okay,
a lot of
this
bad
is
is
not an
highlighted.
option.
Okay, I don't know. I would like to
Roaring
see
20s.
I would like to see Rome. Rome would be sweet.
Like Caesar's reign? Or before Caesar when it was actually good?
when it was good. When it was good. When they were, I don't know. If you hear about the Romans, they were doing some fucked up shit. I don't know, dude. That's such a weird question to me because, like, dude,
We don't know what happened,
toilets were invented like 80 years ago.
Yeah.
So before then, I'm shitting in a hole.
Yeah.
No, I'm good. I don't want to go back at all. I don't want to go back at all, dude. You heard G? He
Yeah.
didn't like shitting in a hole.
No, you didn't.
No, bro, fuck that. That shit's crazy to me. Like, refrigeration was made in the 60s or the 50s, bro. Like, legit refrigerators. Other than that, you had ice box or ice chest,
Yeah.
and then refrigerators. Imagine not having a fucking refrigerator in your house. It would just be weird.
It would be weird.
Right? Weird at this point. But I don't know, man. That question always gets me because I have no fucking clue. I'd want to go back whenever America was like in peace at peace. Like what was it? Right after the Cold War? Like the 80s.
That was like a good
the
time.
80s
Yeah.
were dope, dude. I was asking my parents that the other day. I was like, what was it like being 20 in the best time of American history? Like you could just do almost anything. You can get a house for cheap, go to college for cheap. Didn't even need to go to college.
Yeah.
Get a fucking $80,000 a year job for just knowing somebody. You know?
Yeah.
And they cared about their employees then too, because they realized that employees made the profits. So that one I fucking hate now, dude.
What?
And I'm liberal in that sense, in many senses, but like, man,
Liberal as in freedom?
no, just like on that side
Or
of
that
the
wings
yeah, that side of the argument, that side of the fence, because like, I think like companies are just abusing people, just fucking abusing
I
them,
think
working
so,
them into
too.
the fucking ground for nothing.
So with us, with me and my business partner, that's one thing that we kind of talked about was whoever's working for us is going to be so taken care of, they're never
Right.
going to want to leave.
Right, that's the way to fucking
Yeah.
do it, and I think a shift is gonna happen. I really do.
I think so too.
I really do.
And I think it's because people our age are becoming the bosses
dude,
now.
our era,
We get it. We
hopefully-
work for fucking $10 an hour.
right.
Like
I
I'm
work
good,
for
bro.
like $7.25 an hour, like 46 hours a week. Got paid for 40.
yeah.
You know what I mean? And if I would have factored in those 6 hours extra, it would have been like paid for fucking $5 an hour type
Yeah.
shit. Yeah, dude. I mean, and I'm not from the school of because I suffered, you have to suffer. I fucking hate that. Oh, I hate that so much. I hate that so fucking much, dude. That shit's so silly.
Like,
it's
'cause-
such a
'cause I
weird
paid my
pride.
dues, you have to pay
Yes,
yours.
And now there is some sentiment to that, right? For sure. But like nobody has to fucking suffer for that? Like, just because you got through shitty phase, like now you got to shit on these people? What kind of weirdo shit is that? That's some pride weirdo shit. Like, I'll never forget, we got chairs at my last job, and homie never wanted chairs there. Never wanted chairs. Chairs to sit in, like where my ass is in right now. He never wanted fucking chairs because he always wanted you standing behind the counter
he had to stand behind the counter.
or moving around because he had to. Yes. And then when we finally got chairs, I thought homie was gonna throw them out.
That's how mad he was?
No, he never got mad, but it was because they got overtaken by a corporation, or he sold to a corporation, and then they had another manager come in for like 2 weeks, and he's like, "You guys don't have fucking chairs?" And we're like, "No," and he ordered them from Staples that day, and like the next day they showed up, we all had chairs. We were all like this is the shit, dude. And like we thought when he was walking in, but I'll never forget, I was like, Scott might throw these motherfuckers through the window. They might be gone as soon as he sees them. And I just remember my homie going like, that's some weirdo shit. And I was thinking, I'm like, that pride shit is weirdo shit.
I think
It's just so weird.
I think we're way past that day and age. Where we should be, at least.
I mean,
I'm taking on these assistant coaches.
I know,
I
but-
grinded. Why the fuck should I make them fucking
Right,
suffer?
no, I know.
I'm gonna give them. So I was helping a coach the other day. We're friends online.
Right.
I sent him all my Google Sheets, and he's like, "How much can I pay you?" And I was like, "Nothing."
Right.
Why do you have to go through the fucking issue of trying to figure out how to organize your work, or
Yeah,
and all the growing pains? Why do you have to deal with that? Let me just help you deal with that. Now you don't have to do it.
Right.
That's the whole point. But I think that's what makes a good boss. That's what makes a good boss. That's what makes a good leader.
Yes, but there's not many leaders anymore.
I think there's
lot
a
of
difference between
bosses.
a boss and a leader.
There's a lot of bosses. I work with a couple bosses right now, and it's funny because when a higher up boss comes in, their bossiness crumbles.
Yeah.
And that shows me that you're a fucking loser. Because if you're only bossy or bitchy or this or that to people that are lower to you, and as soon as somebody that's bigger up comes in and you're a fucking sweetheart, I fucking hate that so much. Talk that same shit you just did to them because I treat the janitor with the same respect I treat this. Shut the fuck up. No, you don't. No, you don't. It's not in human nature to. You have to fight to treat these motherfuckers the same. Because when somebody higher up comes in, you want to be, yeah, let me open the door. You know what I mean? Like I heard the district manager or whatever say like, this flashcard is a little pink. And I laughed my ass off. What are we supposed to do? They gave us pink paper that day. What you want it white? You want it cocaine white? I got you. Let me go get it. Is it that big of a deal? Are we okay? Can I laminate it? We're good? Thank you. I'll be right back. You know what I mean though? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? This card's a little pink. Yeah, it looks good. You don't like pink? What you got against pink?
So I think
But they got to find something that's wrong. Otherwise, their job isn't justified.
Well, not even just that. I think that's just the ego portion of their stature.
Oh,
but because if you have the opportunity to meet founder, he ain't acting like that.
no, never. Never. And he don't want you to act like that.
Yeah.
This lady
Thinks
wants...
she has to act
Bro,
like
no,
that.
she
wants to
literally,
be in that.
in her report said that we acted like she wasn't there. And that was a negative. What? What? Dude, and then get this. If we fail, like audit or whatever, she doesn't bonus.
Oh, because she's not teaching you.
So here we have a human that is taking a financial pay cut essentially for her ego to tell you that something's wrong. Dude, it's like you could eat off the fucking floors in this place. We have to follow HIPAA compliances, right? It's got to be clean. And she's like, it's dirty. Fucking where? Where? What are you talking about?
Man.
I know. And because she puts that, she no longer bonuses.
So she wouldn't crush her ego to
Exactly.
make extra money.
Exactly.
On not even just making extra money. It's not like she's turning a blind eye to something really bad.
Right. I can just tell you how to fix it, and then still they did great.
Yeah. Man.
Isn't that fucking nuts?
That's somebody who wants to be a boss.
That's
not a leader.
that's an ego thing. bro.
But you meet founder of the whole company and he's your best friend.
always,
Yeah.
always.
And I think it's the same thing that comes with rich people and wealthy people. I always like talking about the two differences. The people who like just started making a lot of money,
right,
versus the people who have
Old
had
money?
a lot of money.
Yeah.
There's a big difference
There's
between the way they interact with other people, and even at their workplaces. Like those really wealthy people are very like best friend. Hey, what's up?
Truly treat
but genuinely
the janitor
doing it.
the same.
Yeah.
Yes.
But then rich people are like richer, new money people are more on the terms of like, oh, you're my employee.
I wonder if that's like an imposter syndrome because the new riches, like they don't think that they belong in that upper class
I'm sure.
until they like
I'm sure it
boss
does.
around
Yeah.
or have power.
I'm sure it does.
Because like you're saying, the founders are old money. There's like a difference in class.
Yeah, I
Like,
guess
in
you could
how
call it a
they
class
act.
thing.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
a rich class and a wealthy class.
Right,
like,
right.
That's a big difference. Those are like bosses versus leaders, and the people who become very extremely generationally wealthy are leaders.
Leaders.
They're not bossy.
No, not at
Yeah.
all. You wouldn't even know a lot
Man.
of them are that rich. You know what I mean?
Fuck no.
If you saw them in the supermarket, they're nice
Listen,
people.
dude, I know a guy. I know a guy whose net worth has to be $1 billion at this point.
Right.
You wouldn't knew he had $1.
Right.
He's wearing probably 20-year-old clothes.
Well, even aside from that,
Like,
just their
but no, I'm
attitudes.
just saying, like, but like that rich class, they
right,
try
right,
to
yeah.
act, they're
like they belong.
yeah, and they're just wearing the best of the best of the best every day. They sleep in the best of the best, But like this guy that I know is like,
Well, it's like true
he's
alpha
the big
too.
tuna, like
Yes.
but you would have no idea. If I pointed him out to you, you would literally be like, "What?"
Right. Right. But that's the true difference too between like an actual alpha
Yeah,
and like somebody who's barking really loud to try to be alpha.
yeah.
Right.
And
'Cause,
if
like,
you ever look at a pack of wolves,
yes, the alpha
that
is
alpha
chilling.
is chill, and once one of those get out of line, that's when alpha, puts his foot down on it.
Dude, I had 2 dogs, and one was a 85-pound pit bull, and he knew it. He would watch people walk by the yard, but my other dog, she would bark at people, and then it would get him rowdy, and it would almost be like he was barking at her.
To like, shut up.
Yeah. And then they would get at it, and like, it was what it was. They had a good relationship, but like, if it was just him outside, like nothing.
Because he knew.
He knew.
Yeah.
He knew he could just watch a dog walk right by.
See, like Charlie knows I'm
That's good, because that
Alpha.
dog doesn't know shit.
no, but he he barks at a lot of people.
Everyone.
He does.
Everyone.
He does.
Yeah.
But when I get up and say and yell or do something, he whimpers and stops.
Finally.
Yeah, he actually does.
Nice.
I don't know about the biting thing, but like
Jesus Christ.
he doesn't bite. He nibbles. He nips.
Bitch, he bit me.
He nips.
He bit me. He would have nibbled if he was on the ground, but he bit me because he was in your arms.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you were getting too close to me. He's super protective, dude. I don't even know
Well,
what
it
that
was
is.
when Dina was pregnant too.
Yeah.
I don't think you had Blake at the time.
Yeah. I don't know how he would
No,
be.
you definitely didn't.
No. Like he's fine, dude, with like her cousins came over the other day. Nothing. Like it's just guys. When guys walk in the house, he goes nuts.
He doesn't like being tested.
I don't know what it is.
That's fine.
Now he's scared to walk up the fucking stairs, so I have to pick him up. And he doesn't know how to go down the stairs.
Yeah. That
So,
was
like,
how you
dude,
got rid
oh
of
my
him
God,
that one time. You
it's-
just put him right upstairs.
It's so funny that we'll wake up, she'll go get Blake, I'll be carrying Charlie, and we're just like walking down the stairs with 2 of our kids.
That is fucking hilarious.
Oh man.
Well, I mean, shit, man. This was a little fun adventure today.
Yeah.
Yeah, talking about drugs.
So who's coming next week? Joey?
Joey. Yep, Joey next Saturday.
Cool.
Sit down with him, and then Big Ron, and then we'll find
Then
somebody
we'll find
else.
somebody else. If you guys got anybody, let us
That'd
know.
be cool.
Let us
Yeah.
know if there's anybody in Michigan you'd like us to sit down and talk with, or whoever.
Or shit, if you think you can handle coming on, let us know.
Yeah, if you want to come on and just
but
bullshit.
be aware, I will tell you no. I will tell you no. I don't want nobody that I don't want anybody. You know what I mean? Like, if
have
I
you had
don't-
anybody ask, why
no,
haven't I been
but
on?
I've had people talking about it in a weird way where I think they want me to invite
If
them.
someone ever asks me to come on, you're not coming on.
You can ask me because I'll tell you no.
Yeah, no, don't even ask me because I'll lose so much respect.
Well, if you have something that you're producing or
No,
you wanna promote.
Yes, obviously, but like if it's You should have me on your podcast.
Obviously, Dom, you just said these words and they can be taken out of context, and somebody can snippet that 30 seconds you just said, and nobody will ever
this
ask you
shit's
again.
gonna be on the internet.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be
I
there
know.
forever.
I can't wait. I hope people start misconstruing me, bro. I fucking love that. It's so funny because it's like, who really rides with you during that time? You know, who really rides with you when you're understood? I had somebody call me a racist once.
You?
Quick. Yeah, exactly. I had somebody call me a racist once for my view on something, and I was like, what am I gonna say? I'm not racist, right? That sounds like something a racist would say. You know what I mean? Like, you know, what am I gonna? I just stopped engaging. He's like, you sound like a racist.
I'm done.
You don't know me then. You don't know me enough to call me a racist.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's crazy. If you really know me, that's fucking crazy.
I think we could end this on people need to understand two things. Stop caring about what people say about you, and no one cares.
Work harder.
Ha!
Have a good one.